Okay, hello everyone. I just got started. I don't really, this is my first ever live stream. I know there's nobody right now. That might change, that might not change. Who knows? You know, the YouTube algorithm, gods, wizards, fairies, whatever you want to call them. But no, since no one is here, um, I just wanted to try something different. I guess this is for the playback for people who are seeing the introduction. But yeah, this is my friend Ellie, and yeah, we just wanted to go live, but since no one's here, it's kind of going to be a bit more chill.
Yeah, so
Just,
like obviously you've never been live on your channel before, so this is the first time for you. And yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we can just do a catch up and everything, things you want to
hmm
talk about. But yeah, obviously people can watch this back as a kind of normal video if they want to, so that's good as well, I guess.
Yeah, no, exactly, exactly.
hmm
So, oh man, it's funny. I just checked my channel, so because I didn't realize you need to set like a thumbnail for lives, like I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's a little too late now. I've already.
What's the thumbnail then for this? What does it look
It's
like?
just a bunch of mountains. It's just a bunch of mountains.
Oh, okay. So like if people are scrolling on YouTube, I guess this is gonna be completely random. Like this would have no context at all. So
Because
yeah,
I didn't know.
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't know, like, because I need to, I think, download Google Chrome, because I don't have Google Chrome. So
Yeah.
I didn't know you set a thumbnail to,
Yeah. You can, yeah.
yeah, you can set,
Yeah.
it's, oh,
Yeah.
upload a thumbnail. Oh, and then I upload a thumbnail. Oh, okay.
I think you can do either like a screen grab from this video or you can like
Yeah.
I don't know, use whatever you want. But as I said, right now it feels like we're just recording a video because
Yeah, no, well, that's what I had a feeling. Let's see, what's
hmm,
this? What if I just did this? That's a bit random. I'm just gonna I'll just use a random picture of myself so it looks a little bit more like I'm not
okay.
some AI. Yeah, let's just do this. It's gonna take a second for something to upload. But yeah, it is just like a normal video. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
that's
just
how it feels. It feels like it's just like an unedited chat, just like
yeah, which is
you
a
know,
okay.
yeah, which is
There's
fine.
just
It's cool.
yeah, I
It's
didn't
chill.
have any. I think what is it called? I just wanted to, yeah, like I said, I've never, because I actually, live streaming is actually really fun. I really liked the lives when, okay, okay, yeah, I have at least an image on there. So yeah, we'll see who sees it. We'll see who doesn't. Okay. Um, but, um, but wait a second. So, Ellie, what have, I guess I'll try to do some small talk until some people come up. What have you been up to? Any grand things? Have you?
Well, literally as well, like I've been pretty busy,
Oh,
like,
you've been pretty busy. Okay.
I've been kind
No,
of
I
busy
get
like
that.
in my personal life, not
No, with
yeah,
YouTube.
just like stuff, that kind of stuff. But yeah, like
hmm
yeah, so that's
No, you've just been
that's what
busy.
it
That's
really is.
okay. Yeah, because I've
Yeah.
been. I don't know. I feel like I'm the most. And what is it called? Also, hey, hello to the one. Hello, it's so nice to meet you. Thank you for coming in.
Oh, we
But
have someone watching?
yes, I know, and it's not
Nice.
myself. And it's not myself. I know because I've been
Who
like
are
scrolling on
they?
my phone. Yeah,
They
I've been
can drop
scrolling
a
on my.
hello in the comment if they
Yeah,
want
you
to.
can
I
drop.
mean,
Yeah, if you want to, no pressure. But so what
welcome.
I've been. Yeah, well, no, thank you. What I've been up to is I've been the world's busiest unemployed man. I mean,
Oh.
no, like Ellie, like yesterday, my friend had a concert, like a choral concert.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, my friend had a choral concert. So, I was out
Nice.
here like hearing, like, sorry for anyone who had to hear that. But yeah, my friend had a choral concert, so I did that. And then I've just been having lunches and dinners with people. Like even the same
That's
day that I
nice.
had the choral concert, my friend asked me to go to a coffee shop with him.
Oh, nice. A coffee
Yeah,
shop.
coffee. Yeah, coffee shop. Oh,
Cool.
wait, dude. And you know what I got? You know what I got? I got some Earl Grey.
Some Earl Grey. Oh,
Yes.
I guess that's the kind of like I guess the closest you'd get to like British tea, right? Like,
We also have London fog. We got some London fog.
oh, okay, because like when I travel, like sometimes tea will be called like English breakfast tea,
Oh,
or like
okay, that's
Earl
so
Grey.
interesting.
Yeah,
Or Earl
where
Grey,
and
yeah.
yeah, but I'm just like, to be honest, in the UK, we just call tea. Like for us, that
Oh,
is just bog standard, like default
mm-mm.
setting tea. And you know, where we call all the other stuff, like, we name all the other stuff like specifically, but yeah, tea is just tea. Like, yeah,
Mm.
you know,
No,
like,
I in the
yeah.
United States we have, in the United States we just have to come up with a label for everything. So that's kind of how we do things.
Oh,
So there's
yeah,
Earl Grey, there's green, there's like what else? There's yeah. The problem is I don't know the other names. I don't know the other
yeah.
names like because yes, there's
There's
English
a lot.
breakfast.
There's a lot
Mm-hmm.
of different types of tea. Like, oh my gosh, there's so many. I guess you could potentially have any flavor of tea, really, you can think of.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I think this is like the Ugandan in me that drinks tea. And
yeah. Okay, yeah,
yeah, it's the Ugandan in me that
yeah.
drinks
And
tea.
Ribena, you've told me as
Yeah,
well.
oh, I guess for people who don't know Ribena, it's like I would say a grape drink. I don't even know a grape.
It's black currant.
Oh, I don't even know what black currant is. I just call it grape. Oh wow.
It's like, we're so proud of Ribena. So yeah, it's it's blackcurrant. I know that because, like, I don't know, like, it's one of those strange things about the UK. Like, Ribena is really hammered into like my subconscious mind.
Oh
Anytime I see
wow.
like purple blackcurrant, it's like Ribena.
That's so
Yeah,
interesting because for
yeah,
me,
yeah.
I guess I just Americanized it by calling it grape because we don't have anything we don't have anything similar. It's
And I
its
feel
own
grape
thing.
is a really American. I know it's probably not, because I know in Jamaica they have like grape flavored stuff too.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, they do. There's like grape punch, I think, and then just
Mm.
like grape soda, and it's actually nice. But like, I think grape's a bit rarer in the UK. Like, usually it's like blackcurrant.
Oh, black currant. Okay. I learned
Yeah,
something. I did not know that.
yeah. Because you know what I think? Like, if you kind of think about it, like, we, before we kind of imported grapes, I don't really think you can grow them very easily in the UK because it's not hot enough, not sunny enough.
No, I guess maybe France, Italy, and
South of
Spain,
France,
south of France, yeah.
Spain, they have
And then
amazing
I think
grapes. Yeah,
Germany. I think Germany because Germany, there's
really.
German wine. Yeah, there's German wine. So I'm guessing you can grow
Yeah,
grapes. Yeah, I guess you can grow grapes
yeah.
in Germany.
Yeah, and I guess Germany's such a big country, so like, I guess maybe the southern part, which I think is like Bavaria or whatever it's called.
Oh, Bavaria. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
Bohemia, I think.
Yeah, wait, I'm dub. Yeah, you can. Germany cultivates over 140 grape varieties.
Wow.
Yeah, so
See,
you can.
okay, you learn something new every day. I did not know that at all.
Yeah, so okay, but
Hmm.
I guess in the United Kingdom, it's wow. What even though I don't think the UK gets as cold as Germany. I don't think it gets as cold as.
Um, it's one of those strange things because I think because the UK is an island, just literally it's one of the first like pieces of land that comes
Mm.
out off the Atlantic like that way. So like we get a lot of like moisture. Like, it's our temperature. It never gets like, well, actually, it does get pretty cold. Like, it does go below freezing in winter, but
Mm.
like, yeah, we're not as extreme. But at the same time, it's always kind of just like the same. Like, we never really go. Well, again, like, actually, I know what I'm talking about now in summer. Like, oh my, London is unbearable. Like, it's, yeah, I know.
Oh,
Off on a
okay.
tangent, but this heat wave,
No, please go on and
no,
trust
you
me.
can see
It's
the
like
climate is changing in the UK. So like, I don't know what Germany's like. I don't know how kind of to compare it to the UK because like it's our climate's changing so much. I don't really know anymore.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because what is it called? Because it's weird seeing like you plural. Oh my gosh, in English I have to specify. But it's weird seeing that people in the UK, Germany, France struggle with, I guess we would call it 30 degrees Celsius in the 80s.
Yeah. And actually
Yeah.
I've seen this topic trending on TikTok a lot
Mm.
recently because some, you know, Europeans or like British, Northern Europeans are getting really angry at like, you know, other like kind of American or maybe like other
Yes.
countries where they're saying like, why are you guys like not coping in 30 degrees? And then like, people from the UK or whatever are saying like, you don't get it. It's not like 30 degrees for you guys, it's completely different. You know, it's like
Uh,
living inside an oven at 30 degrees.
yeah, it's because we have air conditioning, so it's like, whereas
Yeah.
you guys or aircon, aircon, if I want to be, actually this is completely random. Yesterday I said aluminium instead of aluminum. Yes. And I've started doing this. I've started saying like British
Oh,
pronunciations to
that's so
things.
good. I'm actually so happy to hear that.
Yeah, I was like, and it's weird when I said aluminium, I was like, wait a second, why did that come out of me? Like, why did
I
that?
mean, because you probably hear me say it, like, and it's just you've picked it up,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly. I've picked up some British isms where like I'll like say something, even like I'll talk to you and I'll say like apartment, but I'm saying flat in my mind. Like I'm like, oh, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah, yeah. And
But
I guess like for my oh sorry, carry on, go on.
no, I was gonna say, but back to the air conditioning thing, I wanted to
Hmm.
say that yeah, I don't think Americans realize that like air like because in Uganda where my family's from, there is no air conditioning. Like there's actually
Oh
and you
no.
don't need it. You don't need it. The hottest
Oh,
it gets
okay.
is maybe 22, 25 degrees, maybe.
That's how hot it already goes that high.
Maybe it might go up to 30, but even then that's only for
Oh,
like a
okay.
few hours of the day. At night
Oh,
it goes
okay.
down. Yeah, it's like yeah, so and it's on
That's
the
very
equator.
pleasant. That's a
Oh
very
my
pleasant
gosh.
climate.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Ellie, I got to take you to the village. Oh my gosh, you won't
Hmm.
even.
I'd love to
You
go.
would
I'd love to
yeah.
go. Yeah,
But
that's
no,
actually really pleasant. Yeah, I didn't know
no, it's extra. Oh,
the
I think
weather's
the
so
equator.
stable.
I think the equator is a pleasant place to live. I think the equator. You don't need.
Yeah, I mean, I knew someone who went to Ecuador and they said that like there that they told me the UV rays were really intense and like
Oh, they're really
because
okay.
yeah, this group of people that went there were like British, like English people and
How
obviously
dare they? So selfish.
well actually they went to see the Galapagos Islands. So they was
Oh, okay. I didn't. I would have never guessed.
it's actually pretty cool. This trip sounded. I mean, I didn't go, but like my friend went, and then they told me like, so many people were getting seriously badly burnt, like because apparently on when you're on the equator, like the UV rays are like way stronger than other parts of the world.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
okay, so yeah, so maybe not the heat, but the UV rays.
yeah. So is Uganda on the equator then?
Yeah, it's on the yeah.
Cool.
But
I
since I think we're
actually.
darker skinned, I guess people who
Hmm.
are darker skinned, like I think people on the equator who live on the equator have just always been
Mhm.
darker skinned. So like
Yeah,
if
well,
a
it makes
bunch of
sense, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So if you've been exposed to UV rays for thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of years, you're not even going to think about, you know what I mean? You're just not going to think about like if somebody from the UK or Northern Europe comes that
exactly.
they would
Exactly.
like really have a hard time.
Yeah, because if we've the different skin colors exist because they're adaptations to different environments.
Hmm.
Like lighter skin evolved because in Northern Europe or colder parts, like there's less sunlight and the skin had to get better at absorbing vitamin D.
Okay.
Yeah, because obviously in places close to the equator, you've got plenty of vitamin D,
Um,
and that's essential for like nerve structures in your body, like making sure that
yeah.
the cellular structure stays together. When you have a lack of vitamin D, I mean, don't quote me 100% on that, but I
Oh,
just
I
know.
am.
No, no, please,
No, I'm
no. I'm
joking.
not
I'm
giving
joking.
medical advice, or I'm not trying to be like a doctor here, but
Yeah,
like
if you guys are gonna sue me, sue Ellie. Ellie's legal team's way better than mine.
bruh, no, no, man. I don't
Okay.
need that on my plate. Like I'm just saying, like I'm just
Okay.
saying, like this is
But you're
something
saying the
I
vitamin D, you were saying that the so people who lived on the equator didn't.
yeah. So obviously, I guess like all modern humans come from Africa, right? And like we
Yeah,
always say, like,
apparently it's like Uganda too. Apparently Uganda, that's where the theory is. So, I
yeah,
guess
yeah. You
I'm the
told me
first,
that.
I'm the first man.
You
I'm
get
just a
you get the
proto.
OG label, man. You guys are the OGs, like
Yeah. But
and
that kind of makes sense though that like humanity starting in Central Africa and then spreading
yeah,
out.
yeah, and I guess especially like from what I always remember and research, whatever was like, I guess around the Horn of Africa, somewhere around there, because that's where you find all the really like ancient, like almost like the very first Homo sapiens skeletons and other hominids that I think have since died out that don't exist anymore. But yeah, there's that. I think that's where you find most of them in the world. And like we
Oh,
always
it's in
say,
Africa. Okay.
yeah, yeah. I mean, well, look, there's other hominid species which died out, but they found them in like, I think one was in China. There's like another one somewhere in Indonesia, like around there. Like,
Oh,
there's a
that's so
few places.
interesting.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
few
that's
places.
but yeah, it is very interesting how what is it called? Different yeah, your skin tone, it actually kind of tells a story of like what you've kind
Hmm.
of had to adapt to.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I
because
guess in
I'm
cases like me though,
just yeah,
I'm not really like mine could be a little bit of a like I don't
yeah.
know if the word's false flag, but like my skin tone is a mixture of many different like ethnicities. So I'm just like a blend of what happens
No,
when
you are
all humans
you're an
start coming together.
imposter.
Oh
But I
what?
think that's I said an imposter. You're an imposter.
Oh no, I
You
am what
weren't
I'm meant to be. I'm a blend. I
no,
like to say I'm a
no.
blend.
So I think, and I think also, but your case exactly, I think people who come from like, let's say the dad is Swedish and the mom is from the Philippines, or let's say, you know, you're Brazilian, you're like your mom is Brazilian and your mom, and then your dad's Chinese. I think people whose skin tones might be varied also kind of like that tells a different story. It may not tell an evolutionary story, but I think it tells a cultural story, which is
Yeah,
just as
true. That's a
important.
good point. I agree with you there actually, because I'd say like I always feel like in my case, it's almost like a cult, like a manifestation. That maybe that's not the best word, but like
No,
what
it's the
happened. Like
word you came up with.
yeah, like my kind of background is very like British colonial, like
Hmm.
Commonwealth coming together, like not necessarily in a. I'm not saying like oh it's something like wonderful and rainbows, but I'm just saying like yeah, you're right. It's a story of when Britain went around the world doing what it was doing, and then like when people came to the UK to make a better life for themselves, like these people interacted with each other who probably
Yeah,
never would have had a chance to. So you're right. It just tells a
yeah.
different story, I guess. Yeah.
I even think of our friendship as like it
Yeah.
having its own story
It's a
of
modern,
people.
yeah.
It's a modern and just like so. I think when I hear because like when I hear like people with your background or people who just have like a unique cultural thing. Also, I a part of me also thinks that's like an indicator you're from a huge metropolitan area, because that's
True. Yeah, that's a
typically
good
where I
point.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
typically because when I go see my sister lives in New York City. You
Hmm.
see I'm telling you, like there are like you'll meet a Jewish Mongolian person in New York
Yeah.
City and
Yeah.
something, yeah, and
Yeah.
that's completely, yeah. Or you'll
Yeah.
meet like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, you'll meet things where you just would have never thought are possible. But because
Yeah.
of like the way our world is structured, because of ease of travel, ease of communication, also economic opportunities, people
Yeah.
who, yeah, like for thousands and thousands and hundreds and, and millions of years were separated now kind of get to, sing kumbaya.
No, but I was about to say, I actually think it's amazing how humans
Hmm.
like, so like we were just saying, they originate in Africa
Hmm.
and they live there for like 100,000 years. They don't actually leave Africa, and then when they do, they go to all these different places and literally spend thousands of years in all different areas of the world, like becoming it, like like evolving different kind of physical traits, all these things,
Hmm.
and then yeah, like now we're all back together again. Like the
Yeah,
world's brought us all.
exactly.
I think it's a great thing, actually. I think that's an
Do you
amazing
s-
thing.
do you think there are like unique linguistic implications of like the kind of globalism or modern world that probably would have never existed like pre-World War II or pre-internet that you just see in your day-to-day life?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great thing to bring up. I didn't even think of that, so that's really amazing that you thought of
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
And you're absolutely right. Language has evolved faster than ever before. Like the way, especially now with younger people and this short
Hmm.
form content that they're just constantly absorbing.
Hmm.
Like language is just moving faster, and it's like meme culture as well is almost
Yeah.
like a subset of language, which I was actually reading about this the other day, and like looking at the kind of research or kind of into it of how like
Yeah.
memes have kind of become like an offshoot of like the way humans convey meaning, because within one meme is so much content and
Okay.
meaning, and it transcends, like we're saying, it also transcends borders. And like you just could never have conceptualized that before the internet. You could never have thought humans would all kind of look at, you know, one picture and it means the same in every single language, and we get it, like we get the context. Or like with language, like I say this to you as well, like when I travel and
Okay.
I'm listening to teenagers, you know, in other parts of the world, and they're saying like, oh yeah, I'm gonna riz that girl up, you know, like
Wow. Okay. I would have never. That's so weird.
they
That's
do,
so weird.
they all do. All young kids are like speaking this kind of, especially Gen Alpha, like they
Like
all speak the same.
Pan American, would you say? Like this
Yeah,
Pan
it's yeah.
American.
America is the biggest influence still.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think if there's any other languages which are sort of, yeah,
Well,
it's
what's
still
in
America,
yeah,
still
because it's
America.
interesting because like the meme 6'7",
Oh yeah, yeah,
apparently like Spanish kids like in Spain are saying
mm,
like siete ses or yeah
yeah, yeah. Haven't you heard that
siete,
Brazilian song where it's like Professora 6'7"?
which is so
Like,
interesting to me that they take a literal translation and then it like I would have
yeah,
never thought of something like that.
yeah, yeah. And I just have to go, and
No,
I'll be
no,
back in
please,
a
please.
second.
I'll
Yeah,
entertain our two because you know
yes,
me.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, of
You,
course.
yeah.
So
I will be
yeah,
back. Just one
no,
second.
okay. But no, no, for thank you for the two people who are watching. It really means so much to me because I have never gone live and this is just me trying something new. I'm gonna try to I don't know if I'm gonna try to go live. Who knows? Who knows? I don't really plan anything. I'm unemployed. I do what I want. But no, I think that trying to go live is just something that it teaches me a new way to engage an audience. It teaches me a new way to kind of learn different mediums, and it teaches me a new way to just, see things that I could learn about myself. I think typically these lives will just be kind of like more chill, more laid back, more go with the flow. I don't really have much of an agenda. I'm not really, heck, I don't even know what I'm eating for dinner tonight. So I might have a burger. I might have nothing. I might have some fried rice, some lo mein, but we'll see. We'll see what I'll end up doing. I don't really know, but no, thank you so much for the two people that are watching. It really means so much to me that you would take time out of your day to just click on this face, man. Click on my beautiful face, the greatest face of all time. It really is a lot because, I just I never planned on going live. I actually didn't plan on ever like going live, but then, you gotta try sometimes you have to, I guess, try new things because I think that's kind of where growth comes from. I think there's so much you can grow from when you just step outside of your comfort zone and try something you would have never thought possible. Because why not? Why not just try to grow and adapt? Welcome back.
I'm back. I'm back.
Yes, she
Yeah.
returns. But
Hmm.
no, yeah, what we were saying about language, I think
Mm,
what's so interesting for me is like I'll casually say like Spanish phrases because I'm in Texas.
hmm.
So I'll be like, yo también, lo siento, hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Dónde es-" Like I'll say very casual phrases. And
Yeah.
people like, and I don't have to translate myself. People will be, oh, he's like, he means this, he means that. And
Yeah.
so it's so interesting on like a global scale, like just that's kind of happening linguistically.
Yeah. I mean, even when I was in America, I remember like, and I've told you this before, like hearing like recordings in English and then in Spanish, and I was like, oh, this is cool, because like,
Hmm.
you know, it was an opportunity for me to also practice. But I was like, wow, but I guess it makes sense because, you know, you have so many Spanish speaking countries like right
Hmm.
next door. And yeah, and I think well, that's why, you know, Spanish is like the second language of the US, right? It's really hard.
Uh, yeah, I think is it 30 million or 60? No, I think the US has like 40 or 50 million Spanish speakers.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, which is it's crazy to think about how like linguistically, well, there's actually a lot of languages, but yeah, it's just it's the dominance of Spanish where you could easily, well, I don't know if it's easily, but I've met multiple people who don't speak English and they live a completely American life. Now, are
Yeah,
there some political ramifications to that? Yeah, and I'm not here to talk about the political things about that.
yeah, because I was gonna say, like, it's the same in the UK. So, like, we definitely have many people that don't speak English.
Hmm.
And look, I love linguistics,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
really
my gosh. Oh
is,
yes, ma'am.
but yeah, but and I'm sure the individual languages they speak are all beautiful in their own right. But the only thing is, I guess, and like we said, we're not going to get political,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I think it's just about, like, actually for people who, like, can't speak the language of the country, it's actually a disadvantage for them because they
Yeah,
lose out on
exactly.
a lot of opportunity. Yeah, like it just kind of ends up isolating people. So look, and I get it, it's actually not easy to learn a second language
Yeah.
as an adult. So I'm not hating on people, but I actually just wish, it was maybe more available for people to learn English. Oh,
Oh,
Jason is
oh
here.
my gosh, it's
Hi,
Jason.
Jason.
Hey, hey.
Hello.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
how are
nice.
you? Oh my gosh. Welcome, welcome.
Very nice to see you, Jason.
Oh my gosh, it's so lovely to
Yeah,
see you.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, but no, back to what you were saying. What a lovely present surprise. Likewise.
Oh, I feel the same
Likewise.
seeing you in the chat. That literally just
No,
put a
that
smile on
made us so
my face.
much.
So
No, put a
yeah,
smile on my face too.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
no,
really
Jason, we were just talking about how like there are people in the United States, in the United Kingdom, and I think a lot of Western countries are going through this, where we were just talking about, oh my gosh, now there's a fourth person. Man, I'm famous now. I've got four. Man,
yay.
Ellie, oh my God, Ellie, I don't think you understand. Like, I can't thank you enough for this.
No,
I'm really having a really
it's
good time.
you. It's your channel. Like, I'm more than
Yep.
happy to sit here and have a chit
No.
chat with you, but it's your
Oh
channel,
my
so you
God.
take all the
Yeah.
credit.
Yeah, but what is it called? Like I said, you're the one that gave me the push, so
Well, I just, as you said, it's like
yeah.
trying something new, and it's like, I think you make a
Yeah.
great host. So I think I'd love to see yeah, more live streams on your channel. I think that'd be cool.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Jason's saying, "Oh, okay, thank you. Had a nice birthday. Oh, happy
Yes. Oh, happy
birthday! Happy
birthday. Yeah, I
birthday!
think Jason, I believe I sent you a birthday message. So, you know what?
Oh, happy
Cheers.
birthday!
Cheers,
Oh,
as
but
they
you
say.
said
Cheers.
you're still shaking off a cold, but I'm glad you feel
Oh,
better
I'm
now.
sorry. Yeah,
Glad
I'm
you
glad
feel
you feel better.
better. Yeah.
But no, actually, speaking of the word push, if you want to learn something else that's new, Ellie. So in
Hmm.
Ugandan culture, a push means like it means you walk to someone's car. Like that's what that means. Like you know how when you say goodbye.
Wow,
So in
that's
Uganda, it's
I
called a
never heard.
push.
That's really
Yeah, it's
interesting.
called yeah, it's called a
Yeah.
push. So
Wow.
like
Wow.
when you say goodbye to someone, it's like, oh, let me give you a push. That means like I'm gonna walk to your car to
Oh.
say goodbye.
But I kind of get it because it's almost like a gentle support. Like, I'll kind of walk you to your car. I like that. That's
Yeah.
really nice.
So what is it called? So well, it has a double meaning. So it means like to
Mm.
push you to your car, but also it also means like literally because a lot of Ugandan houses are like on an incline. So you would actually have to like
Okay.
physically push the car,
Oh,
like yeah,
right,
because they kind of
right.
like so it's like you're giving someone a push meant you were pushing their car over the hill so that
Oh,
they could
okay. I get it. Yeah, that's
yeah.
clever. That's
Hmm.
clever.
So
I
you
was
gave
gonna
me a
tell you.
push. Yeah, what were you gonna
Oh,
say,
okay.
please? So
Yeah.
I was
No,
gonna
no,
say
carry
you
on.
gave
Carry
me
on.
a push for live stream. You gave me a push where like I
Oh.
was already in the car, but then you like you.
Yeah, I'm like I'm the one giving you like the moral support.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, I was gonna say, I saw apparently, and I don't know if this is true, but I
Yeah,
did see it on, I don't know if I saw it on TikTok, but
yeah,
apparently, like, the not I don't know if it's a prime minister of Uganda, but the
yeah.
general or something. I don't know if
Is
it's like he's an army general, but he put out a statement saying, and God, if this is, I should have fact checked this before I
no,
said
it's
this.
okay.
He put out a statement saying that he demands Beyonce becomes his wife, and
Yay, yay, let's go.
he's like put out this official
Uh,
statement that he wants Beyonce, and he's put out a challenge to like get her as his wife. So I was like, wow, like this, like we said
yay,
about
let's
Uganda
go.
before, like it's a country with just so much
No, it's
energy, like
Ellie, actually, speaking of just random things, I blame you've caused problems in my life, Ellie. You have made
like
yes, yeah, no, yeah, because Tell me why I'm getting Jamaican news on my YouTube feed now. Literally, it was the randomest. I got like this like 2 weeks ago. Mind you, there's this Chinese Jamaican. I was like, wait, there's Chinese people in Jamaica.
Yes,
It was
there
like,
are. There
no,
are.
there's
Yeah,
there,
it's a
and I
well-known
was
thing in Jamaica.
no,
Like
but no, like
people,
I'm out here, mind you, I get this YouTube video like 10 views. It's like this Chinese Jamaican lady addressing a council saying like, "Oh, like we need to expand education resources." And I'm like, this is because I used to watch a ton of like
yeah,
Jamaican
yeah.
news.
But I think I told you this before. You know Sean Paul?
Sean, no, I don't know Sean. No, Sean.
You must
Who's
know
that?
him. Sean
Mm,
DePaul, like Get Busy, like Light Glue, Just Give Me the Light. You don't know him?
not off the
Okay.
top of my.
I
I
don't know.
could Google.
Maybe
Yeah, okay.
he was quite famous. Like I think most millennials, but maybe Jason
Oh,
knows.
maybe okay.
I think Jason would probably know Sean Paul, but like he's kind of like a Chinese descendant as well.
Oh, yeah, I'm Googling him. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh, yeah, but
yeah.
yeah,
Jamaica,
okay.
like it's. I guess it's because it's in the Caribbean. I guess
Mhm.
and I know you've been to Jamaica though, right?
Yeah, I've been I've been to Jamaica. So
Yeah.
ironically though, I didn't see that many. I saw black people, yeah, or black.
Mm,
I say that in
mm,
air quotes. And then I saw some light skinned or mixed race
yeah,
people. Using
yeah.
I'm too Americanized. But I did
That's okay.
and then I saw a few Indians. I actually saw a
Yeah,
few. I actually
yeah.
saw
That's yeah, yeah.
like when I was there, I saw an Indian. What
Mm.
is it called? Yeah, I saw like we for one of the things I saw an Indian. So
Yeah, so it's a bit of a melting pot in Jamaica, and again, that's because of the legacy of the British Empire left behind, like a kind of many just different people living there. Yeah, and they all now have Jamaican accents, so it's even
oh,
better.
I love that. Oh my gosh, I love
Yeah,
that. I think
yeah.
how we talked about like linguistically things are changing, like whenever different cultures meet. What I find interesting is the food.
Mm,
Because Jamaican food, you have curry goat, and then
yeah,
I don't know what other Indian influence food there is.
roti.
Roti. Oh, I didn't know roti. Yeah, and even I bet dumpling. I bet dumpling is also. I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
think dumpling actually might be a British thing. Actually, I think
Oh,
yeah,
because we
because
have the same. We what you guys call dumpling, we call mandazi in Uganda, and it's literally it's
yeah,
the only difference is your dumpling is soft and our mandazi is hard, but you can make
yeah,
mandazi soft if you want to. Like you can,
yeah, yeah.
but it's
I think
legit cop.
it's a British.
It's the same
Yeah,
exact thing.
yeah, because British also have dumplings in stew as well. So I think that one came from British.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, and then yeah, no, but definitely the curry goat or anything like that is definitely Indian
And
influence and roti and
roti,
like
okay.
yeah, yeah, and
That's I would have never guessed that dumpling would have been British influence. I would have never
no,
guessed
because
that.
here in Tesco you can get dumpling ready meal like
Wow,
British
okay.
beef stew and dumplings. Yeah, you can get
The
it
more you, I would have never,
pretty
because
easily. Yeah,
I think in America we eat biscuit. Well, we call them biscuits, but you would call it
I
bread
love
or
that. I love biscuits. I
yes,
love
yeah, you love. So
it.
yeah,
Reminds
because I
me of
think
Jamaican dumplings. Yeah, yeah.
because because in Uganda we have this thing called egg roll, which I think you would call a or a Scotch egg.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you would
yeah.
call it a Scotch egg, but we call it egg roll.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I think, before I see the internet or whatever, like the British might bring foods to these countries and then like the name kind of gets lost, but the food stays the same. Or like
Yeah,
things because like in Jamaica, right, they call kidney beans, like red kidney beans. I don't know what
yeah,
Americans call them. I swear you guys call them something else, but like
maybe we do, maybe we
yeah,
do.
Jamaicans call them peas, which they're not.
Yeah,
They're
yeah. I remember because I was like, I remember I went to get some peas and cabbage, and I'm like, wait, why are they red? Why aren't they
Yeah,
green?
I know. It throws people off, but yeah, they're not peas, but they call them peas for some reason. And yeah, but we also have like escabeche, which is like a Spanish
Mm,
Portuguese influence. It's
mm,
really nice. I love that
okay,
dish. Yeah, it's like pickled fish. That doesn't sound nice, but it is nice. It's not actually pickled.
pickled.
It's more like it's like a vinegar
Okay.
kind of base to the
Oh, okay,
sauce.
Vinner. because I
nice.
know in Uganda, you know what's weird? Well, weird. Everything's weird. But what's interesting about Uganda is that we eat the whole fish. Like we eat the whole fish.
Mm. Yeah, I know
So
many countries that do that. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so you actually like I remember when I was younger, we used to like I would have to take the bones out of my teeth.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
had to be
yeah,
careful because I couldn't because the
yeah,
skeleton would like you would eat it with the skeleton.
yeah. And those fish bones are deadly, man. Like
Oh,
that you
they can
can
see
easily
that.
choke on them.
No,
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
easily check.
They're so
And then,
small.
mm-hmm. And then,
Mm.
so we have this thing called like beignet sauce, which is like peanut sauce.
Yeah, remember I told you I
Yeah,
saw that?
yeah. So actually, what
Yeah,
some people do is they'll throw a whole fish in there too. Like, so
that
they'll have
sounds
it.
nice.
You see,
That
I
sounds
personally don't
good.
like it. The whole fish and nothing
It
but the
sounds
fish.
nice to me, man.
No, it does.
I'm really getting into like a lot of different like African foods because
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah, and I'm not the only one actually. I've seen it on TikTok and some YouTube shorts. Like it's a lot of people are discovering it for it's such hearty, like earthy food. It's so nice and delicious. Yeah. Oh, hold
Well,
on. My thing's saying.
so I actually struggle getting into other African food. I really struggle.
Mm. Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
my theory is like I think it's like it's different enough that it's like its own thing.
Mm.
But it's like I'm like if I'm gonna eat African food, I can just eat Ugandan food. Why do I need
Fair enough.
Nigerian? Why do I need
Fair
Ethiopian?
enough.
And trust me, I've it's not coming from a place of never trying it. I've had more jollof rice than you've ever had in your like I've had more than you. I've had more Ethiopian food than you, but I just can't it just doesn't get oh my gosh,
Oh, Buzz
hey,
is here. Hi, Baz.
hey,
It's so nice to
oh my gosh.
see you. Oh,
Yes. Well, oh my gosh. Man, no, Ellie, this is colonization. You have taken over with
hey.
people from no, this is I cannot
To be
allow
fair,
this.
we've got all the Brits turning up, so it really
Yeah,
technically.
what is this? Yeah, no, no, Jason, what is this? This
It's
is
actually
not
so lovely to see you here, Baz. Like that's I'm
no,
so happy
actually,
to see you.
honestly, I'm
That's
really
fun.
grateful that people from across the pond, no, not just you, Ellie, all of you guys have just
Yeah,
embraced my American self because
of course we have to. We
no,
have to.
I've learned so much, and I'm very like the gang's back to yet. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, what is it called? I paid. Let's see. Let me make a bad joke. I paid.
well, that's
No,
okay, Baz. You can. This is
yeah.
kind of just a
That's
general chat with some sort of
general.
direction,
That's
but in 10 days trying out his live for the first time, so we're
exactly.
just like rolling with
Yeah,
it, you know, like, we're just so yeah,
Nintendo.
listen in, feel free, it's just a pleasure to have you here,
Yeah.
like
So no, just pop. Yeah, you can pop in and out. Trust me.
yeah, yeah.
It's what is it called? Okay, so you had the tent, but I guess because you had
Yes,
so I
yes.
guess since I'm in America, it's the teepee. We'll make it Native
Oh
American.
yeah, I
Yeah,
like
the
that, I like
teepee.
that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
welcome to the teepee. Welcome to the
yeah,
teepee.
I really like that. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah, so yeah, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
happy first life.
yes, yes.
Like,
Let's
and it's sort of around the time of the 4th of July. I know it's not, but like
Woo!
I'm
Oh
just
my
pretending
gosh,
it's
thank
all rolled
you.
into one. We're gonna
Yeah,
have
so no,
fireworks. We're gonna at the
oh
end,
my
which is
gosh, exactly, exactly. I'm just gonna have American flags and just explosions and woo.
oh well.
But
Actually, I feel like the mood in the UK today is quite somber because
yeah,
don't know if you saw the match last night, but we didn't.
it's not
Not
coming home.
coming home.
It's not coming home. It's not
Oh,
looking good, Brav. It's not looking good, Brav. Sorry, I've been watching way too much Castillo first.
it was like I was saying to everyone, I'm not going to get hyped up. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'll watch the match. I didn't even really want to watch the match, but yeah, it felt like okay, we scored. It was like okay, this could be happening, and then Argentina just
Yeah,
man, it was like now this is not going to happen. So yeah,
but
yeah.
no, yeah, I've been watching the world. So my most recent video, Ellie, is actually
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
you
watch.
said you're not watching the World Cup. Sorry, I just brought that into the live.
How dare so you know what the worst part? I don't know if people have known this, but my videos are just exaggerations. Like yes, I am watching the World Cup. I just don't want to make it a personality thing. I just don't want to make
Fair
it
enough. Fair
because it's
enough.
like people make it like people the moment the come this Sunday, people in America are never going to talk about soccer or
Oh,
football
of
again.
course, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, for me, I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. But
Hmm.
yeah, I saw the what match did I see? I've seen a few of the matches. I didn't see the England Argentina match because that's when my friend had a choir concert.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, my thing is, it's like, what's my thing is, it's I don't know. Like Messi is like, how old is he? Like 30?
The
What is
guy's
it?
a
He's like
beast. The guy's eternal. I'm convinced he's some sort of football spirit that's just like unstoppable. I don't know how old he is. He could be 60, honestly. I wouldn't be
39. Okay,
surprised.
okay, it's 39. Well,
Yeah.
my thing is, it's like I think football, football, since this is a what is it called? A UK stream, but I think in football, I think actually like it's mind over like physicality, as in I think it's more of a mental game than it is a
Yeah.
physical game.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Jason is saying. Like when he said, "Take the lead, go defensive and negative, invite pressure, concede, then lose." Like I was noticing that too last night. It's like that's what you're saying, Attendo. Like, and this is kind of my take on it. Like the UK just have so much pressure. Like, and it's like they can't like because Wembley is the home of football. Like England,
Yeah,
football is our game. No matter what people say, it
yeah,
started here.
yeah.
And
It
I
did.
just feel, yeah, the pressure's just too much. I guess people crumble under that. And not just that, like when I see like Argentina celebrating, I'm not saying like this is actually how people felt, but I don't know, I just feel like they're kind of rubbing it in our faces, like,
Uh,
don't you dare think you can take this home, like, and it's just so sad. It's like
yeah. No, and it's weird. It's like I think it's interesting watching football. It's interesting watching the match
soccer.
as an American soccer. Well,
Yeah.
it's so because it's like I think for me, I actually get a little frustrated as an American because I'm thinking, man, like why can't like all it takes is like a field and then just like some post and a net. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you
Yeah.
need. And yet people what is it called? And yet we can't really produce that at a large scale. And yet
Yeah.
it seems like I see like when I see like Europeans, when I see South Americans, it looks like so much fun. They look like they're
Yeah.
having like the way I see Brazilian. Hello, 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 Sam.
Hi,
I like
Sam.
gloves. I like gloves. Hello, gloves like you. Hello.
You like
Um,
gloves? Okay.
uh,
I'm
first
I'm fond of gloves too, like
I didn't know you could build a YouTube channel off gloves.
you know what, man? Like, there's an audience out there for it, I'm sure, who
You
just
know
want to
that
see, like people putting on gloves, reviewing gloves. I don't know.
I guess
Sounds pretty
so.
cool. Yeah, yeah.
No, that's really lovely. I'm so glad that you're here. Intende Ellie, if you have any disposable gloves or plastic cleaning, would you both wear it on I don't have any disposable gloves. Sorry. I
I mean, even if I did, that might be your kind of thing, but we're not really like doing
yeah,
that kind of thing
yeah, we're
tonight.
not
Like, we're just having a
no
chit chat tomorrow.
maybe tomorrow night. But no, no, I don't
Yeah,
I
I'm
actually
sure you can
I don't
find
own
that niche if you look in the right places, but here is not really the place.
so you know what's interesting to me? So this is the tech guy. Maybe this is the tech guy in me. So Sam
Mhm.
Gloves says that what is it called? Sam Gloves says that he really likes gloves. I wonder why YouTube recommended him this live stream. You know what I mean? Like so random. Because
Yeah,
there must be some overlap between us and him.
yeah. Or I feel like maybe he like I don't yeah, it's interesting, right? Like we were delivered to him
Yeah,
and
exactly. That's what. So it's like, and this happens all the time. Like, I guess this is me being tech guy, whatever.
yeah.
Is it's like because YouTube is like actively experimenting.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So that's why every so often, either on your TikTok for you or Instagram, you'll get something where you're like, "What in the? Why did you show me this?"
I know. True, true. That is actually true. Like all the time you're like but then sometimes you're like, "Wait, this is kind of interesting." Like, I'm
No,
glad you
exactly.
showed me this so it's like
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
no. The more you what is it called? So okay, it's just interesting. Like every so often, because even on YouTube, I've met people like not just you, but I've met other channels that in my day-to-day life, I would just never talk about this at all.
Yeah, I know,
But
I
then
know.
the YouTube algorithm will just suggest me something. And I'm like, okay, why not?
That's why it's really, it's like the algorithm gods. Like, it's like they're deciding for all of us, like delivering content to us, like this is what you need in your life.
How do
Here,
I
find this community.
Well, I think so. Here's my thing. I think God is the unknown
That's really smart, actually. Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
think the way the YouTube algorithm works, I think since people don't understand it,
Mm.
I think
Yeah.
people attribute it to either God or whatever, like and I think humans
Yeah.
have done this throughout all of time.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And also, wouldn't you say, and you would obviously know this more as a tech guy, but like, I feel like, no, seriously, like, I feel like
Yeah.
the algorithm almost like has its own thing going on, because like I feel like you can't really pin it down because there's so many like calculations it's making. Like, there are genuinely so many equations. Like, it's almost like it whatever like is programmed in, you can't really control like the end result of what it starts producing. I guess
No,
you yeah, I
you
guess
can't,
obviously you can, yeah.
but you can heavily influence the YouTube algorithm.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah. 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 But then when it starts like promoting certain content creators or types of content, that's when it kind of loses, like the control is getting lost, because you can't control what that content creator says or does or how they come across. So like I feel like, yeah, they might produce, well, actually, I don't know, maybe they do
Yeah.
look for a type of person. I don't know. You would know this, but yeah.
So wait, are you suggesting that YouTube would promote people even if it's not in the algorithm's best interest because on YouTube's end? Is that what you're saying?
No, no, no. So I'm like, they might think they're promoting the right thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, let's just say, because this is a like, I guess let's say they don't want to promote content which is extreme, right?
Yeah,
Like
okay,
they
yeah,
never
like hate
would.
speech or so yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But you and
Okay.
I have both realized, like you said, as a young guy, like you get a lot of red pill content pushed in
Hmm.
your direction. So, you know, they are accidentally encouraging more red pill spaces,
Oh,
which
I
in
think I
turn
know what you
also
mean. Like
encourages more.
unintended consequences.
Yeah, yeah. Like, whereas before, like you might never have thought of the red pill, like especially young guys, like that
Oh,
mind
but
is
it's like, but if
open.
you're a young man and there's a lot of some like because that's also
Yeah.
another thing about YouTube is YouTube knows your age and like what like
Hmm.
location. So it'll just
Hmm.
like group you in with other people, even if you
Hmm.
have a completely different interest. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
also, how do I say this? Like extreme content, like hate speech, whatever, it's very adaptive. So
Yeah.
obviously, if you like promote like things that like promote, let's just say certain historical time periods with extreme ideologies, YouTube
Yeah.
knows where to look for that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you say something that's kind of borderline, that's kind
Yeah.
of, like it's risque, but
Yeah. It
then
might even accidentally push that out because yeah.
exactly
Yeah.
because it's like
Yeah.
it doesn't know, you see, because
Hmm.
it doesn't know nuance.
Yeah, that's the problem, exactly. And I think that just like with AI, like with
Yeah,
ChatGPT,
yeah,
that's
ChatGPT.
something I noticed. There's just something about being human where like nuance is inherent. It's very hard to kind of describe it, but like we're saying, like, um, you know, it's there's just something about being human when you can discern certain things that
Hmm.
I think programs can't really do. And I just saw Jason's comment.
Yeah, I saw that
Algorithm.
algorithm.
You know what? It's actually what you're saying has a kernel of truth in it, right? Because algorithm comes from an Arabic word.
Yeah, I was gonna say algorithm does come from an Arabic word. Yeah,
Yes,
I was
yes.
just about to
So
say that too.
you picked
Yeah,
up on something
it's
real
what it
there.
is.
Like,
What is that? Oh my gosh.
same
No,
with
but
algebra as well.
al-
Algebra and algorithm, they come from Arabic names. I think his name was,
does alcohol come
yeah,
from an
yeah,
Arabic?
alcohol's another one.
Alcohol too. Yeah,
Alcohol.
yeah. Yeah, but
Really ironic considering, well, not ironic, but like alcohol's haram. So like what's going on
well,
there? Like how,
it isn't haram. Like at the
good
beginning of
point.
the Quran, it
Good
was,
point.
yeah,
Yeah.
they like to do that they love to do that 180 switch.
Apparently they loved what was it? Date wine.
Yeah.
Apparently they were crazy about date wine.
Hmm.
And yeah,
Yes.
Jason's seen alkali alcohol. Oh, okay.
Ah, the more you know.
Yeah.
So
And then like
I wonder if alkaline is also like
probably, and
maybe, but
also
yeah,
what's that word?
I know.
That
I
Yeah.
know harem. I know harem is also. I know harem.
Harem.
Yeah, harem, which comes from haram. It comes from haram.
Is it like the one where the women are like when the guy's got like a whole group of
Yeah,
women?
harem. Yeah, that's a
Harem.
cognate of haram. Yeah, it's a cognate of.
Okay, but haram is like again, haram means something bad. So how did
Yeah.
that become?
How did harem become haram? You know, you
Yeah,
know, just
it's
just
really interesting how. I mean, like the other day, I was
mhm,
actually looking up in Spanish the word ojalá, which I think I told you guys about before, which it means
yeah.
hopefully in Spanish,
Oh,
and it's
hopefully, okay.
written Ojal
Oh,
uh
holla. Oh,
Hala,
okay.
with a accent over one of the A's. I can't remember
Oh,
what
I didn't
it is,
know
but
how. I
yeah.
just you see, I'm sorry. I just hear that in what is it called? I just hear that in DTMF from Bad Bunny. I didn't know what it meant.
Yes, yes, he does say it. I don't know what he's saying. It's I can't remember what he's saying.
Cap que pude,
Yeah, is
puede
it
ayude.
which
I forget.
in
It's like
DTMF?
it's
Yeah.
yeah, DTMF. It's like
Ojalá que lo mío
yeah,
nunca se mude. That's it. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He
I
says,
didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what that
yeah,
meant.
no, you got it. You
Hopefully,
got it. He's saying,
yeah.
I hope that I never leave, basically, or like I
Wow.
don't.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. That's what he's saying. Yeah. Baby, tira ma
Yeah,
foto.
photo de
Oh,
cuando
don't get
tuve.
started.
Okay,
Today
don't
we will
get
just
this. Yeah.
we will put on the whole Super Bowl
Yes.
Olympia.
But oh my gosh. But so yeah, no, it's just it's so interesting how Arabic, but it's even more interesting how algorithms, it's like there's this book on Amazon. I haven't read it. It's called like Algorithms That Shape Our Life.
Mm.
But it basically talks about how like yeah, these systems, because since just about a lot of people, I can't say everyone, but a lot of people interact with algorithms, whether it be for social media, whether it
I
be
think
just
we
the
all
way
do
they
at this point, right? We all do.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, we all do.
Where if anything, I feel like it's almost religious if you don't interact with algorithm. Like I feel like you're a part of a
Mm.
religion if you do, because it
Yeah,
takes
very
such a concerted
isolated.
effort, yeah, to be
Yeah,
that isolated.
yeah, yeah. But I know it kind of sounds people would just laugh at this, but the more I look into maths, I genuinely believe it's I'm not saying it's God, but I do believe it's like some
Oh
sort of the closest. Oh, are you okay?
no, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
Oh,
Wait,
okay. I just felt
you're
like
on to
the
no,
connection
you're on to wait,
cut
no,
off.
you're on to some. You're on to keep
Yeah, no,
going.
no. I was saying like I think maths is the closest we have to like almost like I don't know. I don't want to call it spiritual because I know that is just gonna like sound
No,
people
say
would
it,
jump
say
on
it.
that, but I think maths almost is like that pure expression of just how things are the closest we have because like we obviously we don't know we were barely scratching the surface of how the whole how everything works but like maths really just can I don't know like cut through things and like and I always think of Ramanujan do you know that
Oh yeah, he's the Indian mathematician, right? The Indian
yeah, yeah.
mathematician.
He
Yeah.
literally he said that like he believed what did he say about it? So his god, he was a Hindu and his god, I think she was um Lakshmi, I think it was that god, but don't quote me on that. He when he used to
Yeah.
have these kind of like dreams or like he would just kind of get visions of the kind of theories he was working or the proofs he was working on. And he said he just saw his god her hands were open like this and she was just like dripping mathematical truths, mathematical equations. He actually said that's where he got a lot of his knowledge from.
But what is it called? No, I was thinking that what is it called? You know how I said God is mystery?
Mm,
I think because you can find a lot of mystery in mathematics,
yeah,
I think that kind of
definitely.
points
Yeah.
to something mystical.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Be-
it. And yeah.
mhm. Because even like I don't know if you've heard. Do you know Neil deGrasse Tyson? No,
Unfortunately. Yes.
but
I don't like that. No, I'm not saying
well,
I
but
don't
no,
like him. I just have a
but
few
some of
issues with the way he
you don't like
sees
some of
things.
his statements, yeah. But one of his statements is it's even though he's like this very big atheist, there is no God. What
Yes,
he
yes.
said though that like, but he said something like that the universe doesn't make sense without the possibility of a God, though.
Did he say that?
I
Wow.
like I said, I didn't. I didn't fact check the person that told me, but that's one of the quotes I've heard from him, and that kind of makes sense. And I'm not
Yeah,
here to tell you what to you believe in. I'm not here to tell you there is or isn't. But I think God, like when I say God is mystery, I think it's good. I think it's good to think about like I think it's good to when you think of a higher power or something mystical. I think attributing that to God is a great way of like I guess the human brain to understand it. Because when I
yeah,
think of God, I think of this unknown, ever-present, omniscient force that's just so indescribable. And I
yeah.
think mathematics is just one of God's languages.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, it's almost like it's something about the kind of like you said, the kind of unknown, or maybe some sort of higher intelligence that can only speak to us through things like maths, because language is obviously, as I always say, language is faulty by design. It
Hmm.
doesn't convey many things. It's great for human sort of things or whatever, but in the grander sense, language can only do so much. You know, it's not like maths where you can actually prove things and you can say this is a truth. In language, you can only,
But
convey ideas and
yeah,
feelings.
but what is it called? But in math, you can also disprove things. You can also
True.
dis
Yeah. Great
yeah.
point. You can. Yeah. Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
I think though linguistically, you've talked about this before where we don't know where grammar comes from. We don't know
Yeah.
like and actually even like how humans first acquired language because is there evidence that there was a time within humanity before like pre-linguistic or pre-lingual?
Yeah. Well, there's definitely like, as you said, the whole thing is it's not. I guess because humans weren't writing, so we can only like work backwards.
You can only infer. You can kind of only infer. You
Yeah,
can't really.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So it's but one thing that did happen, written language sprung up everywhere and across the world at the same
it's
time,
at the same time.
which is
Yeah,
strange. Like there's no
that is
explanation
very
for
strange.
that. And grammar, yeah, grammar. There's like a leap in because if you look at animals, other
Mm,
animals, like
yeah,
no other species on this planet can has the brain or can actually do what it takes to produce grammar. Like that's a purely human thing, and even then, in of itself, it's not well understood how humans somehow went from just speaking to being able to like develop because grammar is really complex. Like I always say to you as well, like people don't realize how much like disk space language takes up in the human
this.
mind. That's
Okay,
the only way I can
tech
describe
lady,
it.
tech lady. But okay, it
Yeah,
takes
no,
yes,
I love
but
using tech
yeah, okay, but
explanations.
okay. So the amount of memory like it.
It's huge. It's huge. Like it's like it's the whole thing. Like language is really like I wouldn't say like oh it's like we don't know what's happened because obviously yeah, but the whole way it kind of humans developed it is really interesting and
What I
yeah,
always found interesting about language is it's like you can use different linguistic concepts or different cultural concepts to describe the same thing. Like I spend a
yeah.
lot of time with Romance languages, so
Hmm.
like and I've also studied some Latin. But what's
Hmm.
really interesting is it's like the concept of like time. Like in Spanish, there's a casual time, and then there's like physical time,
Yeah.
and
That's a
that's
great point as well. There are concepts that don't exist between languages. Like that's why no translation is perfect because
mm,
it's like 80%. You can get up to 80% of conveying meaning,
yeah,
but you cannot perfectly. And that's what I'm not saying like, oh, I'm saying this is why
yeah,
Islam is true or anything, but that is something
Islam,
that
yeah.
like we make about the Quran, where it's
Oh,
like
the Quran, okay.
you can't ever fully like unless you learn Arabic, and even then you would need to be almost like a native speaker or have like
But
really good knowledge of the language, like elite level to understand it. But then I always would say that's a flaw in that would be a flaw in the religion, right? Like because humans speak languages, different languages all over the world.
I
So,
think
but
my
anyway,
biggest problem. No, we can. Oh my gosh, Ellie, we can go in any direction you want. We
no,
can
it's
go
you.
in
It's
any.
your
What?
life.
Yeah, but
Where
what
you
is
want
it
to
called?
go?
No, it is. You know what? It can be our life. This can be. You
No,
know
no.
what?
I see. This is your life. It's your channel.
Well,
So
no,
I'm just
because I'm having so fun. I'm having so much fun with the concepts that you're introducing that I'm actually My
It
gears are
is
turning.
really fun. Even the
Yeah.
stuff you're saying as well is like making me think. It's like really, really fun.
I think my biggest thing about Arabic being this universal language is it's like if Allah is as wise and as smart and why would he choose or he I don't like using gendered language to describe God.
Mm,
Why would Allah then what is it called? Why would Allah choose a time period? Because
mm,
it's that version of Arabic. Like, why
mm,
not then like start all the
exactly.
way from the beginning?
Yeah.
Like, why
Or
wait hundreds of thousands and then oh my gosh, I'm in this Arabic and then
yeah. Or he could have chose a time like now where we have the internet, where like,
yes,
I mean, I think as we always say, the more you look into those claims, you can just see it's all human. It's like some human came up with
yeah,
this stuff and didn't think it through properly. They didn't foresee how things would change, or maybe they just didn't have, the mental space to actually think, oh, hold on a second, like, yeah, why would God just choose this one period of time? And to be honest, like we always used to say as well, like even time is a very strange concept.
yeah,
Like linear time exists for humans, but really out there in the bigger picture, like
mm,
yeah, okay, there is a concept of time in physics, obviously, yeah, that's a
yes,
thing. But we mean like time is the way humans conceptualize it.
yeah.
Like what even is that?
Yeah, and what is it called? Also, when you look in the context of the universe, time doesn't behave uniformly.
Yeah,
I'm not a
we
theoretical physics. I've not looked
yeah,
into
same.
Einstein's work,
Yeah.
but from what I understand of what like he says,
Mhm.
he's like the theory of relativity is that time is relative.
Yeah,
So then
absolutely. And he was able to prove that,
why
right? He
would
could
God
prove that.
constrain himself? Like why would God like
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, and
uh,
his Einstein's, he had
yeah,
it was so revolutionary because he actually was able to prove that like the faster you move, time would eventually speed up. So it's I hope I'm summarizing it right, but like
no,
that's
yeah, well,
basically
yeah, it's like the faster you move, or as you approach the speed of light, is it time slows down or so? But basically, it behaves differently as you approach the speed of light.
yeah, it speeds yeah. So I always remember it as like if someone was traveling at the speed of light, wouldn't they stay the same age while like
Yeah,
people on
so I
this
guess
planet have
yeah,
gotten
something like
older?
that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then why would God? Because my thing is about, and I put any religion through the scrutiny. So I'm like this with Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, Zoroastrianism, Christianity. So don't think it's like I'm picking on Islam. It really isn't. It's
No,
just
we just bring it up because obviously that's
I
it's a
well
topic yeah.
it's a topic we've talked about also. Actually, yeah, because I've talked about Islam on this channel too. I think also my thing is it's like if you're going to make such bold claims, they should be able to withstand some of these. What is it called? If you make such bold claims, I think you should be able to withstand these questions.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're almost doing like a kind of mind experiment or whatever thought experiment where we're just putting these claims, seeing if they stand up to the claims that they make, and also if you banned him, okay, because
Yeah,
he threw me off a bit too. I was looking at
yeah,
him.
that's why I'm saying. I was like, you know what? But no, but no, but back to what you're saying. If you threw these claims,
Yeah, and I think as well the reason why Islam, especially like you know, um, Baz and Jason know this too. Like I
yes,
guess
yeah,
in the UK we have a lot more exposure to Islam. It's pretty much all over the place. It's in our, we see
yeah,
it a lot. So we're familiar now with the kind of Islamic lifestyle, everything like that.
hmm
And I know from these guys as well, like they don't hate nobody hates Muslims, not the people
no,
that
oh my gosh,
we
no,
talk to. It's never about that. It's just about look, at the end of the day, this is we're British and we have certain values and we just want to make sure that everyone is getting access to equal rights, equal opportunities, freedom of speech. That's really all it is. It's not about hating
yeah.
people.
And I think also it's like I think when it comes to religion, I think if one religion tries to like dominate the others, like I
Hmm.
said, it doesn't matter which one it is. I think
Hmm.
that causes into question of like because when I start to think of like a religion trying to dominate another religion, I start to question how true is something if you have to use force to spread your
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah,
Because truth
exactly.
should because Ellie, do I have to convince you that 2 + 2 = 4?
No,
I
it
I don't
stands on
I
its own.
it stands on, so it's like, so
Yeah.
I think same thing for religious claims. I don't have to like,
Yeah, absolutely. And if you need force to keep it going, that prove well not I can't say proves, but that
prove.
shows
Yeah.
that that's more of a human invention then, because that's the kind of dynamics that humans take place in, like enforcing
Hmm.
rules onto each other. And all of that just goes back to things like, survival of the fittest. Like it's
Yeah.
very like, I don't want to say primitive. I'm not going to insult people, but it's very
Yeah.
like, like that. I see that as a kind of behavior humans do in order to try and push their genes forward, push their culture forward. That's nothing to do with like divinity or higher truths.
Yeah, because my thing is, it's like, as I've looked into like religions, and as I meet very observant people, very, I've met some very observant Muslims, very observant Jewish people, very fundamentalist Christians, and even like some very hardcore atheists.
Yeah.
My thing is, yeah, exactly. So it's not like I said, I am not picking on one. Like, I'm really not picking on one.
Yeah.
I think my
Yeah.
thing is, it's like I start to see that, like, the lines, whenever you're very extreme in anything, like I get very weary. I get
Really agree.
very, very weary.
It
Because
yeah, it's like dogma, right? You can be dogmatic in anything basically.
Mhm.
I think it's just that's the way you deal with any like that's just becomes a perspective.
Yeah.
Like you said, like you could be dogmatic in any religion or any mindset. Like the red pill, I think people become dogmatic in that way of thinking all the time.
Yeah, and
Feminism,
yeah,
you
I
know?
think, well, actually, even before this stream, I was thinking of red pill and feminism, and I'm like, I think like you can't have the red pill and feminism one without the other.
Yeah, true. They're like the yin and yang,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no, it really is a yin yang. And I'm
Yeah,
not saying that we need to take away women's rights, and I'm not saying we don't need feminism. But what I
yeah.
am saying is that if you present this extreme form of trying to liberate a group of people, there's going to
Mhm.
be a reaction to that.
Absolutely.
There's
Yeah.
going to be, because I think you can acknowledge that historically women have been treated poorly and that women have struggles without having to then like try to change all of societal rules.
Get rid of men, basically.
Exactly, get rid of men because
Honestly,
it.
I've met some feminists who genuinely they've said some really terrible things. Like I'm not going to repeat what they've said
Yeah,
here, but they honestly have said some really shocking things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like this hatred is just is eating away at your like logical side of your mind.
exactly. And
Yeah.
I've also met some like women that have said, "Oh, take away my right to vote, take away this, take away," and
Yeah.
and I'm like, and it's very interesting like meeting a red pilled woman.
Mm.
Very interesting, because you'll be like, "Oh, woman, like female nature, this and that," and it's interesting to me because it's like, I always ask myself when I see like a red pilled woman, I'm like, did you come to these conclusions independently, or are you repeating something you've heard on the internet?
Yeah, and some people I've seen some discussions where they say, are they just pick me's? Like
Oh,
that
they
term.
pick, yeah, yeah, pick me. Where it's like they
And I
want
think
to,
a
they
lot of
want
them
to,
are, yeah,
and
they've
my thing,
internalized misogyny basically, and they look for men's validation instead of, I don't know, like maybe trying to just be a bit more level-headed or not drag down other women or try to restrict our rights just because they want male
yeah,
validation.
because I've spent a lot of time with like, I have a lot of female friends. So like, I would say actually maybe like 30, 35%, maybe even 40% of my friends are women. And
Mm,
I get this idea that what is it called? This idea that women just all agree and women all like can come to a consensus of what they want and how they can be treated could not be farther from the truth. I could not,
absolutely. Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
always just, because growing up like as a man, I don't know how other, I can't speak for all men, but at least I was always told, oh, women get along, like women, like they're like this unit, like, the girl force,
Yeah.
girl power.
Honestly, if you've ever seen a female group of friends, okay, some have great support, but then if you just speak to women and hear their experiences of what happens when sometimes when women get together, it can be vicious. And I was gonna say, like, I saw two comments,
Yeah,
which I wanted to just say, highlight, or not highlight, but just respond to. So
yeah.
first, Jason said, "Same here, Ellie. I've heard some awful, unhinged things from radical feminists. Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely. That's
Exactly.
and it's not okay. And I think the only problem is though, I feel like for some weird reason it's almost like socially acceptable sometimes for people to say those things, which is completely wrong.
Oh my God. It's so, I can't tell you on Instagram, I hate men, I hate men. And I'm just like,
Do you remember I was telling you about those TikToks? Like where the guys they get women get advice like, girl, you just better block him now. Get his
yeah, but,
number, block him,
or
delete him.
you know what a new thing I've seen now is it's like, oh my, all the men I'm in love with are gay. Gay men know how to treat a woman. I, even like Ellie, yesterday I went to the bookstore. I was like with my female friends. We were in the romance. This is such a woman story. I'm saying I'm in the bookstore in the romance novels, but no, we were in the romance.
That's very feminine coded. Yeah, that is.
No, it is. And then literally this lady, like I was just like, man, like why don't men treat women the way they do in these books? This random third lady walks in, it's because men aren't gay. And I'm like, what?
Oh.
As as if gay men just know how to treat women, which is
And also
not.
get like again, that's just a generalization because
Yeah,
you guys yeah, they I mean sometimes they make really great best friends, but they're still men at the end of the day. Like and like the thing is like when you have a romantic partner, I mean, look, he can be your best friend. That's not off the table. You just gotta be
exactly.
the right kind of guy. But yeah, I was gonna say as well, Baz said something
Yeah,
wonderful actually.
yeah.
He said a message for Allah and feminists. Humans would not exist without men, and humans would not exist without women. I love that. And that's the heart of it, right? We need
Yeah,
each other.
we know yin yang. No, it's
Yin
interesting
and
because,
yang, yes,
and you
yes.
know, it's so interesting to build on what Baz was saying is it's like, I was like, man, I'm telling you, my social media, it just shows me all the randomest things. But no, it was talking about like women going to a sperm bank because they want to be single parents and they don't need a man, but men need to donate to a sperm bank.
Yeah, exactly. You still
Like
need
you still
a
need a
man.
man's,
Yeah. Genetic
semen.
information.
Yeah,
Yeah,
genetic information. Yeah. You still need, yeah,
yeah,
man, yeah, you still need a male input if we're gonna use
yeah,
some tech
yeah.
guy terms.
And
But
if you
yeah.
look at kids, oh, sorry, did you want to say something else?
No, no, I was out. No, if you look at humans,
Oh, yeah, no, I was to say, when you see kids, I think kids really thrive. Now, I'm not saying all like, like mums and dads like sit because I know sometimes you just can't sit with sometimes like your child's father or something because I don't know, something might have happened where
yeah.
it's not possible. But I'm
Hmm.
saying when it's possible to do so, when kids have access to like good female and male role models equally, whether that be
Yeah.
mum and dad or like, I don't know, an uncle or someone who's a great role model, kids really thrive. Like you can see in kids' behavior, like when they have access to both genders in a positive setting, I just think that just goes to show like this is what humans have been, we evolved to like benefit from. Like I always say to you, like we're a co-op society. Co-op. That's sorry, that sounds like we have a shop called the Co-op in the UK.
The
The
co.
guys
Oh,
really
we
good about
don't. Oh, okay. I know what you mean. A co-ed, cooperative. I knew what you meant. I
yeah, yeah,
understood.
that's
Yes.
how we evolved. We evolved.
Complementary. Complementary.
Yeah, and I've seen some anthropologists call it like egalitarian as well, but not
But I don't
strictly in
like.
the sense of like,
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't like using the term egalitarian because people use that as a way to like either put monetary value or put,
yeah, that's right.
they try to
Yeah,
put like metrics on it, and I'm like, no. I also
yeah,
don't like
yeah,
complementary. I know what you mean. There's no good word for it, but it's like, yeah, it's like
yeah.
this dynamic where.
Yeah, exactly. Like and it's like so humans evolved in like smaller groups,
Hmm.
of maximum like 150 people or something like
Uh-huh,
that.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I've heard that argument too.
yeah, which was really essential for like accountability as well, because apparently like you couldn't be like, an absolute, what, like you would always be held accountable for your behavior. So like humans evolved to be quite conscious of how we treat others. It's only our modern world which has started like rewarding like psychopathic traits and like narcissistic traits and everything. So yeah, but like you said, the word egalitarian is like it sounds weird, but I think it does describe like
It
almost like
yes.
yeah.
Oh my, you know what's so interesting, and this is completely random, but what is it? I was reading my my Celtic myths book, and
Mm,
in Celtic society, the boundaries between man and woman were very blurred. At
Oh
least there's a lot of evidence that suggests in like Celtic myths, you actually didn't know the gender of whether you're talking like when they were talking about a warrior or a leader. You didn't know if it was a man or a woman.
wow, wow,
And
yeah.
I do think though that like yes, men contribute something, women contribute something, but I think this whole like oh like we can do one without the other, it just doesn't. I don't think that's helpful at all.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, and as I said, I think as much as we like, champion kind of like, the female positive role models, I think it's also really important to say, like, if someone's a great dad, be like, it's
Hmm.
great to be like, it's a great role in life to be a good dad or a good uncle or a caring granddad. Like I think that's healthy. And I think we should, honestly, we should never sit there and teach boys or men that you're dispensable, you're not important. I mean, that's a terrible
Exactly.
message.
And
Yeah.
I think, well, I think my thing is, it's like, I think we've gone too far. I think humans overcorrect.
Yeah, we swing and we
Yeah, and then we
swing that
swing the
way.
other. And I
Swing it.
think, and then the problem, I think a bigger problem is though, is it's like, I think the people who address the extremes also kind of get like criticized heavily too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so
So it's
weird,
kind of
isn't it? It's
yeah,
like, what?
it's a lose-lose situation where it's like there's extremes and then there's people trying to like, find the middle ground and they also get criticized too. So it's like you kind of don't want to say anything.
I know, because like people, like there's always people who actually kind of push conversations forward. I say they're people who think outside the box, and like you
Hmm.
said, they're never accepted well when they first come out and say it. Like I always give Jesus as an example because
Jesus, yeah.
Jesus, his
Exactly. No,
message
Jesus is a
was,
perfect example.
yeah, his message was literally one of, quite simple actually, of, you know what, like the best thing we can do is just genuinely treat each other well. And like, you know like, that the person without sin can cast the first
He
stone and all that
Yeah, he
stuff.
was without sin cast, or yeah,
Yeah,
do not remove the speck of dust in your neighbor's eye until you remove the log in your own eye.
yeah,
And
yeah.
what I love about Jesus's message is it's like it's radical even today
I
because
know, I know.
if you were to go
It
and
is.
tell somebody like if they're Palestinian or Russian or Israeli or what is it called, Ukrainian, or I guess homosexual, black, white, Hispanic, illegal immigrant, if you were to say, hey, all those are just labels, you treat them as if like that is the most important person in front of you, regardless of label.
Mhm.
That is like very. That's just not something that we promote today.
And that would anger a lot of people as well.
Hmm.
They would be like, no, like you're saying, like everyone's a human at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
And none of us here are God or in control of
No.
other people. And I'm like, we like, sometimes we might think, oh yeah, we've got the right to, I don't know, I don't think this at all, but I think, there are some people genuinely believe, other people should be eradicated, like they don't
Exactly.
even deserve
Yeah.
to live. And I'm like, that's just awful. Like it's I feel like we're all in the same boat, really. Like we're just born into different circumstances. I really
No.
believe.
And it's interesting how like people. I think also how people interpret Jesus's message is very
Mhm.
interesting
Yeah,
because I've seen liberals use it as a way to justify illegal immigration, but I've also seen more conservative people to justify this is why we need stronger this, stronger like stronger borders, stronger that like
yeah,
stronger whatever their agenda. And I look at the message of Jesus Christ and I'm thinking I'm like I don't come to any political conclusions at all. I come
yeah.
to
I
one
agree.
where actually I think he's asking people to do something much, much harder. I think he's asking you to confront your own biases, confront your own prejudices, and put
Yeah,
that aside and look at the person in front of you.
absolutely. It's
Because
his message was meant to transcend the human condition. That's what it's.
exactly.
And I think you can take it literally when he talks about, the kingdom of heaven
Yeah.
and his world not being of this world. You can take that literally and think and interpret that as he's talking about,
No.
I don't
Like
know,
a
heaven.
physical place, like a
Yeah,
physical
but
place. Yeah.
but you can take it in a different way and say he's saying that. he's not of this world. You know, he's not here for the material gain. He's not here to play politics. The aim is to transcend that human,
Yeah,
biological state. We
exactly.
can, as humans, rise above that. It's not easy, and I think it's a constant battle.
Yeah.
But yeah, and and I was just saying, and I just thought about it again. Like, I
Hmm.
genuinely do believe, like, we're born as humans, we're all the
Hmm.
same, and it's just the cards you were dealt at birth. Some of us are born in the West, some of us are born into privileged families. You might be born into the poorest village in a developing nation, but we're all the same. We've all got the same wants and needs.
Exactly. And I
Yeah,
think that yeah, also Baz, that's like, yeah, like Jesus's message is good on by all by itself, like it stands
yeah,
for itself. But I
yeah.
think
I
yeah,
agree
I
with you
think
guys. Absolutely.
I
I
got
agree with what you said.
I
Yeah.
think also like when I think of the kingdom of heaven, I think of like the citizens of heaven, where when
Mm.
I think of like the citizens of heaven, I don't think of like black, white, European, African, tall, short. I think of it's just humans. It's
Yeah.
just like it's just
Maybe
humans.
like just that consciousness version of us that's not like
Exactly.
in our bodysuit, as they call it, like
Yeah, exactly. No,
that
exactly.
essence that makes you, like when I look at you, yes, obviously I can see you, but
Yeah, yeah.
there is Caleb that can't be named inside of you. I know. And like, no matter how young or old you get, that will always be the person I'm connecting to. And it's the same
Exactly.
way around with me. And
Yeah,
yeah,
like Ellie, when I think of you, I don't think of your outward appearance. I don't think, oh, she lives in London or the she lives in like the UK and or like she's from like I don't think of those outward things. I think of oh, like this is like just who you are. Like I don't think of all these external
and I'm
labels.
sure when you first met me, like, because I think this is how humans work. So I do think appearances, when you first get to know someone, like, unfortunately, this is a human brain. Like, you make a quick
A
assumption.
heuristic, a heuristic, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
like,
what that's called, yeah.
yeah, like, so when I first saw you in my comments, I go, "Oh, here's a friendly American guy. Woohoo!"
Hmm.
Like, he's
Yeah.
really nice. Or like,
Yeah, it really is.
like when I see Baz and Jason, I'm like, "Oh, two lovely British guys.
Hmm.
Like, wonderful. We can all gel." And but then once you've gotten past that, you're like, you get to know people, and you're like, "Wow, this person is so wonderful to talk to," and oh, this is their life story. But it's just, you get to know the essence of them, which can't really be named. You just know it, but you can't name it.
Exactly. And I think like I think it's actually really hard to
Mm,
look at somebody and then go a level deeper. Like I think it's
yeah,
because for me, especially like when I look at people, I'm like, if it's a woman, am I attracted to her, this and that? Or if it's a man, it's like,
yeah. That's
does
the
he have
guy
money?
thing guys do.
Exact,
Yeah,
exact, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Where
Women
and then
have
if
a
it's
kind of opposite of that. We do
okay,
have a thing with men, but it's not usually like, oh, it's a, yeah.
is
Anyway,
he
carry on with
attract?
what you're saying.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
yeah, and what I was saying, and then with like a man, it's like, oh, is he smart? Is he successful? Is he like taller than like I look at his height, and then
yeah,
like I it like that's my and I think that's just how we evolved to kind of
yeah.
have these
Definitely,
quick
we
like
did.
rapid
Yeah, we
fire
did.
judgments. But then
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
going a level deeper. Okay, it's like, do we like can I have a conversation with them? What's their backstory like?
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it. And that's why I think that's what I think it means to be human. I know I believe animals have their own version of this too, but
Okay.
like, yeah, because I've also, I have, had pets that I genuinely like. I love them, and I know they loved me. And even though we can't speak to each other because it was my dog or my cat, but like
Your
I
dog your
knew
pet,
that,
yeah.
like, they knew me, and we could understand each other. This is gonna, like, I'm not saying I can speak to animals, but I'm
I
gonna say,
can. I can speak to animals.
oh, cool, Dr. Doolittle. You ever
Yes,
seen that
yeah,
film,
it's based off me.
Eddie
Yes, it's
Murphy?
based off yeah with Eddie Murphy. Yeah, it's based off. And
No,
then
it
they
was
they
it
made
was
a
like,
they did a remake with Robert Downey Jr. I don't know why Robert
oh
Downey Jr.
man.
Yeah,
Oh no, Eddie
like that
Murphy
was
was
it.
the best one ever. Like
Yeah,
that movie
and
is
then
great.
it literally went like, Avengers Endgame. Like he dies in Endgame, and I'm sorry if I spoiled Endgame for you. It's been like 6 years. Come on, bruv. But no, like and then his first movie after is Doctor Doolittle. After playing
He
Iron,
reincarnated as Dr. Dolittle.
it's so random. I'm like, what are you doing? Like I'm like, you have no business being. And if anything, I'm like, really, we adapted a black character to a white man. What is how? This is
That's
reverse
interesting
woke.
because that rarely happens in
Yeah,
Hollywood.
exactly. No, it's reverse woke.
I
I
think
can't.
that's when an actor really wants to play a role. He clearly like pushed to get that role.
No, he
Don't
really,
ask
yeah,
me
he,
why. But yeah, I mean, I remember when Dr. Dolittle, Eddie Murphy
yes,
came out
yeah.
because I must have been, yeah, that was like early 2000s and everybody
Wow.
was just
Okay.
saying how great it was. They were like, oh,
Oh my
like Eddie
gosh, that's
Murphy
so.
was like everyone's family member. I can't really describe it, but everybody just,
Oh, Eddie Murphy is one of those actors that like,
yeah,
what is it
yeah.
called? Everybody, yeah, he is. That's a great way to put it. I could so see him at a family meal at mine, even though he's
Yes,
never met
yes.
my family.
Yeah, if he turned up to your family barbecue, wouldn't it just be like, here's our family, like he's just a family friend. Like he
Oh
could
yeah,
just fit
exactly. He just fits into
seriously.
everything.
I
Yeah.
know. Like when he went from like, especially like me growing up, like hearing him, like, well, obviously there was that movie my family loved as well. I think it was called Coming to America.
Every African,
I was gonna say,
yeah.
I
Ellie,
didn't want to say it.
no, you brought up a little bit of trauma because oh my
Oh,
god,
sorry, sorry.
before there was Wakanda and Black Panther, there was Coming to America. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yeah, yes, I know. I've seen Coming to America.
Look, even my family loved that movie. It was it was sometimes just on in the background, but yeah, it was like I think from there. But then like growing up, he was in Mulan as Mushu, the
Oh
little dragon.
yes, he was
Yeah,
in Mushu. Yes,
yeah.
he was
And
also Beverly Hills Cop. What is he doing as a cop?
don't you feel he never changes character? Like he's
No,
just
he
playing himself.
it's just Eddie Murphy being a cop. It's just Eddie Murphy being African. It's
And
just,
then Shrek as Donkey,
yeah,
Donkey
donkey.
is Shrek. It's just him.
Yeah, it's just
It's just
Eddie
him.
Murphy being, and I'm like, man, like, I love that. I love that he can just be every man.
Isn't it great? Like, what a great personality that you just play yourself wherever you go, and not just sat like you could literally turn up to any person on this in the world's barbecue and just be part of the family.
Well,
Like,
I think that just takes such a strong inner confidence
true,
because you have
yeah,
to be
yeah.
comfortable. Because going from like something like Beverly Hills Cop to coming to America, radically different. You could not get more different, like
And don't forget, he made a song as well.
Oh,
My girl wants to party.
I did not know he made. Okay, I'm gonna have to.
He had a huge hit in the 80s. Like,
Yeah, and he,
yeah,
but
he
yeah,
did. He did.
I think that's because it's like I think charismatic people. It's just or people you just want to be around. I think there's just some aura about them. Like you're just like, oh, okay. Like even if
Yeah,
you've never met him, you're just like, oh, like
yeah.
because I believe you can like sense energy. Like
You
I
can,
really.
yeah, yeah. But then, like, it does happen where people meet celebrities that they love, and it's gone the horrible. Like, they're not like that in real life. No, but I think with Eddie Murphy, I think he generally would be the same. But like, yeah, like I've heard stories of like people met someone and they were like, no, they weren't. They weren't how they
I
appeared.
because I think people underestimate the power of editing.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah. Yeah.
Because Ellie,
Yeah.
it's like I guarantee you could even edit this live stream. If you just get the most like if you get the most depressing 3 minutes of this live
Yep.
stream, you'd be
Yeah.
like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, these people, all they do is talk about like Islam and this, and they're just so depressing. Or if you get
Yeah.
like the best parts of like they're funny, I'm like, oh, I can't take them seriously at all. All they do is talk
Yeah.
about football. But
Yeah.
I think with celebrities, it's the same exact thing. I think because
Yeah.
I think of it like a 9 to 5 job. You show up on set, you say some words, and then you leave.
Yeah, yeah. And people idolize him, which doesn't help. Like, I
No, it
remember
doesn't.
growing up, like, my goal in life was to like meet Beyonce, and I just wanted to be like genuinely just wanted to meet her just so I could talk to her. And I literally I swear to God, like I felt like my identity was just like becoming like focused around like Beyonce and like everything and like not my identity, but like
Yeah,
I
I know.
just
I know
genuinely
too.
look.
A lot. You put a lot of energy into like
Yeah,
into
yeah, and I
Beyonce.
just felt she was perfect. I was like, she's just, and I literally was like, God, I would love to like just be there up on stage like her. Like, but then the more I got older and the things I've gone through in my life, I'm like, you know what? I'm not saying I'm sure she's a lovely person, but I came to realize, you know what? She's probably just like anyone else, really. She's no
And
celebrity is like a god. They are just humans at the end of the day.
yeah, and I think I don't know. It's weird with social media and with the way our like I think it's because like the way the Western like hyper individualism is set up.
Hmm.
I think we
Hmm.
kind of deify humans.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Yeah.
Y-
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think for me. I'm trying to think what so I think I was really into Michael Jackson. I used to
Oh, I had that.
oh
I
my
really
god.
loved
Well,
him.
I was
Yeah.
messed
Yeah.
up. I used to also like grab my crotch and then just start dancing in the middle of class.
Oh,
I
bro.
was like,
Oh,
I'm Michael
gosh.
Jackson. I'm surprised I didn't get in trouble for doing that, but I'll be like, hee hee hee. Yeah, I would just do that randomly in class. But yeah, I
Yeah.
thought I wanted to be Michael Jackson. I was like, okay, like beat it. Like I could just like dance. I'm
Yeah.
fun. But the thing is, it's like Michael Jackson had some deep personal problems. Like he
Yeah,
had
this
some
is the thing. And now because his movie came out, you know,
yeah.
his
Yeah,
biopic.
the biopic, which they don't
Yeah,
even cover. They don't even. I think they stop at like 1987. They don't even go into the
they
90s, do
do, but
they?
they do say there's part two at the end of the movie.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
like, you know, I stopped listening to his music because I just didn't know what to think. So I just said,
Yeah.
I really look when he was going to come to London in 2009 or whenever he was going to come. Like,
Oh, he
I
was
went
gonna
to the
come.
O2
Wow.
Arena. I went to the O2 Arena. I was like so hyped. I wanted to go watch it. And then yeah, everything just came out, and I just didn't know what to think. So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
it's really tough one.
and same thing with Beyonce. Beyonce got cheated on. Like Beyonce got cheated
Oh
on.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, you idolize this person, but then it's like you go back to this person that cheats on you. Now, mind you, I don't have kids, I don't have a family, I don't know the dynamics of their relationships. And also, I think there's some funky things going on in Hollywood. So who knows what's going on in these Hollywood relationships?
Yeah, and I
But it's
think
like,
the
yeah,
pressure on like, you know, the kind of I think yeah, the being in the spotlight on that level and you know being scrutinized, I can't imagine how stressful it is. And like
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
and I
And
think
mhm.
yeah,
So
yeah.
no, what I was saying is, it's like yes, you can idolize celebrity, but I would say that honestly, you should take the qualities you like about somebody, whether it be a performer or like for me, sometimes there's some computer scientists that I think are really cool too. Or
Yeah.
yeah, I bet there's some linguists that you think are really cool that have
Oh
done some
yeah.
really and I think
Yeah.
you can take the work that they do, but then recognize that at the end of the day, also everyone has a darkness, or I think Carl Jung calls it the shadow self.
Yes, yes, yes. And yeah, exactly, Baz, you know,
No,
saying that
exactly. They
they're
do shitty
human, you
things.
know.
Yeah, they fart, they swear.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And yeah, and but I guess, you know, look, humans are so interesting because that's exactly how like cults start and form. And in my experience, you know, I think we like to think that, oh, you know, we hold people accountable, but I think humans, if they really love someone, if they like them that much, it's just like religion. Like it's amazing what humans can overlook, even if they
Yeah.
find out in their religion there's something bad, because it's their identity. They're not willing to let it go, you know?
I think also like when it comes to like celebrity or idol or even religious belief, I
Mm.
think I think that bypasses the logical part of your brain.
Yeah, it's emotional, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
it's
an
exactly
emotional
it's
thing.
emotion
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
it's like you're not thinking logically like, oh, like is what this person is saying true? Is this
Mm.
like is there any evidence to back it up?
Yep.
Or are they
Yeah.
just using emotional, like how you feel, like, oh, like if you believe in this, you're just gonna become so wealthy, or you're just gonna become
Yeah.
so
Yeah. And it's amazing how lots of people don't realize what's emotional and what's logic. I swear to God, people are so uninformed on like they think, oh, I feel this way, therefore it must be true. And you're like, no, that's just a feeling, that's just an emotion. And I was saying
exactly.
to you the other day, humans are extremely emotional because if you think about it, if we are purely logical, like when it comes to things like exercising, joining the gym,
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah.
losing weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you were a purely logical being, you could just go to the gym like this because you would say, well, it's logical. I need to be healthy.
Yeah,
I'm not
you
going
need to be healthy. Yeah, yeah.
to, yeah, instead of watching Love Island, I'm going to go to the gym. Like, or
Hey,
instead
not
of
Love
having,
Island. No, I'm joking. Yeah, nuts.
man, I watched an episode of it today, the British one, the most
The
recent one.
UK.
I watched the first one.
Yeah.
I watched it and I haven't watched it in years. And I was like, oh, like it's, yeah, I won't comment, but I was just like,
Oh,
yeah.
what? Oh, as somebody who's watching last, I'm a season behind of the UK
Oh,
version.
okay. All right. Right.
Let's just
Yeah.
say, you know what? It's just, I love, it's trash TV. It's trash TV. It's
You know,
just,
it's switch your brain off TV, right? It's
it
like
is
you don't
sweet. And I
really have
love
to
that
think.
because I don't have to think of like algorithms and, loops, and I don't have to think about networking
Yeah,
and AI.
I'm the opposite. I can't really watch like stuff like that. I need to watch
Wow.
stuff which engages my mind, which is
Wow.
not good. But like, I really struggle to sit through things which are just I could in the past.
Mindless.
You know. Yeah, I
Wow.
don't
That's
have
so
to.
interesting.
I'd
But yeah,
rather
but
listen to music and play on a game if I
wow.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
so, but no, but back to what you're saying about, yeah, like instead of going to the gym, yeah, like you turn on Love Island, or you might order some Uber Eats, or
Yeah.
or Deliveroo if you're in the UK, this is a UK crowd. But no, yeah,
Oh,
you might do something expedient instead of something that, like, instead of something that would make more sense for your long term.
it's purely logical. Like
Yeah.
if someone puts a choice on your like in front of you, go to the gym or watch TV. If you were a purely logical being, you would say go to the gym, unless you could find some way to rationalize that watching TV was better. But we don't live like that. We're
No,
constantly
no.
doing things that make us feel good or like we like enjoy doing. I mean, there are some people who are very dedicated and they do push past that and they're disciplined. But and I don't blame humans because you know what, like we evolved to be this way. Like we've emotion. The word emotion comes from the word to move. Like that's the root of the word.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know that. Oh,
yeah,
motion.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
they
From
move
motion, yeah.
you. Yeah, like,
From
and that's
moving,
their
yeah.
biological purpose. Like
Mm.
we don't know. Like we don't choose our emotions. They arise in us, and we choose whether to act on it or not.
Yeah, and I think, but, and
Good
it's
idea,
interesting.
Baz. Watch
Yes,
TV at the gym.
that's
Very smart. Yeah.
yeah, that's mixing business and pleasure.
Yeah.
But no, I think also, what is it? It's interesting though, because I think our emotions are what make us human, not logic. Like I think
Absolutely.
as
Absolutely.
somebody who like spends like a lot of time programming and looking at like
In the
learning about, like,
logical world.
yeah,
Yeah.
logic world, and learning about
Yeah.
axioms and mathematical
Axioms. Yeah.
proofs. I look at that and I'm like, it's almost cold. It's almost cold.
It is cold. It is
Yeah.
cold. Yeah. There's no
Whereas
emotion
then,
in it. Yeah.
whereas with emotion, it's like very, like, you can feel like it's
That's
heated.
it.
There's a
Yeah.
temperature to it, but
Exactly.
it's like
Exactly.
you don't want too much of one or the other.
Absolutely. And that's where the concept of like the wise mind comes in because
Hmm.
yes, you have your emotions and you can't not have emotions unless something has happened to you, which is not, that's,
Yeah.
that's like a, if you're ill or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, then you have logic. So you bring them together. So it's like, if we were purely emotional, like you might feel like, oh, like as we were just a nice
Yeah.
example, I just want to get a McDonald's, I
Yeah.
just, but the
Exactly.
logical mind says, well, you can't have another takeaway because
Yeah.
you're
Exactly.
supposed to be
Exactly.
on a diet and you're not, so your wise mind would say, right, I
And
want this. Yeah.
I feel like the first humans were purely emotional. Like I feel like millions
I
and millions of years ago, people were just acting on impulse because they weren't thinking of, because I think
yeah, I
this
think
logic, I think logic's something we had to discover.
well, look, I think they were very present. They lived in the
Or maybe
moment. They
that's
didn't
another
have
way
as
of
many
putting it. Presence. Yeah, that's a great
Yeah,
way to
like
describe
they
it.
didn't have as many distractions as we did, not many, like not even half. Like they literally just were dealing with what life was giving them. And I guess logic, like the first humans who made, let's just say, the tools or
Yeah.
discovered fire, they must have been using some sort of their own version of logic to look at the wood and wonder how do they rub it together to spark a flame, because
Yeah.
somebody had to observe that flame that they saw from light caused by lightning or bushfire and say,
Or when I think of the first humans, I'm like, I wonder how many, like, how many times we had to fail before we had to discover that
Oh, so many, so many.
exactly whether not just fire, but like even like different drinkings, even like figuring out, oh, you can't drink from the ocean because it's
Yeah,
like millions of years ago you wouldn't know that that like is worse
it
for
was
you. Like you,
trial and error, and a lot of people, and I think it's beautiful because every human who had to take a risk, and a lot of them didn't make it, they're part of our story too, you know?
yes, exactly.
And
No, exactly. Actually, I think what is it called? I think that I don't think we do this as much in the West, but I think like our ancestors are really, I think they're with us. I truly
I
believe,
agree.
I truly believe that, like what my father and really my grandfather, great great grandfather, even though I literally cannot like, I don't know them, but it's like the fact that they survived is the reason I'm here.
Absolutely. And that's what I was about to say. Even if you take it in a spiritual route or actually a biological route, their DNA lives on it. So you're right in
Yeah,
a way. Like, and I was just gonna say, like,
yeah.
Baz asked me when did I last have Saveloy chips.
I don't even
Um,
know what that is. I don't even know
do
what's
you
up.
remember what okay,
I don't know what
Saveloy is
South. Yes.
it's a sausage, and it's red. You remember
Ah!
once on a live, I said I love Saveloy, like I said I just
No, I
love
didn't
it.
even.
So
You see, Ellie, you have all these Britishisms where I'm just like, she's just saying
yes, yes,
that.
I
I'm
know
just
that
like,
just goes over your head, but like
it's a
us British
Salavoy.
people, we're like, yeah, yeah,
Because I'm like, did you get that at the pharmacy? Like, what is
no.
going on? Oh my
No,
gosh.
actually, Baz, I've been I really need no, I actually did have fish and chips the other day,
Okay,
actually.
you
I
had
was
fish and chips the other day. Okay.
yeah, I was by the seaside and I did have fish and chips. I
Oh, look
didn't
at
have
you. Okay.
saveloy, so I'm
You didn't
like,
have Savoy. Okay.
yeah, but I think soon I'll be having some saveloy, actually, I
I've been
think.
wanting to make some shepherd's pie. I've been wanting to
That's
that one.
nice.
And then what I'm not going to bring up beans on toast. That's a controversial
Oh
thing.
man. Maybe not for like Baz and Jason, but yeah, like it's yeah, beans and toast, like
Beans on toast.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. But no, what is it called? When it comes to food, I'm very like, what is it called? Like I had a taco before this this is very popular in Texas. It's called Torchy's.
That the packaging looks so good. It makes
Oh,
me
like with
hungry.
the devil, like with the devil.
What I don't know if it's just the red and the
No,
that just looks like
that's
it
it's
makes
supposed to
morning.
be the devil because it's a red horn like with a trident.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's like supposed to
Right.
be like yeah, like El Diablo, like
El
kind of like
Diablo,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. No,
but
yeah.
no, what is it called? I have such a terrible diet. I have such a terrible
But
diet.
I think on average, I do think Americans eat a lot of more takeout compared to Brits. I asked ChatGPT
Yeah.
about this, and he did say that that's actually true. And I do think though, because for you guys, takeout might be cheaper than actual
Yeah,
ingredients.
actually, with the way groceries are, what is it called? With the way groceries, how much they cost, it actually is sometimes cheaper for me to just eat like
Yeah,
fast food than
that's
it is for me to.
crazy.
It's actually
Yeah,
ridiculous. I don't know
yeah.
why. I don't
But
know. It's
then
like, yeah.
here it's I feel like eating out has just gotten more and more expensive, and like and our groceries aren't even that cheap. Like it's not like they're super cheap, but I think on average it's just cheaper to make your own meal at home than it is to go and eat out. But yeah.
Well, I think what's strange about the way the economy is structured is it's like nothing financially. It's like saving money doesn't make sense because of
Mhm,
inflation. Doesn't
mhm.
like you can't really buy a house. Corporations don't really like corporations make a lot more money, but they're not really paying their workers. So you kind of have to make like a lot of short-term decisions.
Yeah, yeah, that's so true. So like people are living mouth to mouth or whatever they call it, paycheck
Yeah,
to paycheck.
paycheck to
Yeah,
paycheck, exactly.
yeah, yeah,
Because it's like
yeah.
you don't really have much of a choice.
I
Because if you
know,
try to
and
save,
yeah,
no, yeah, I was just gonna say if you try to save, it's like you get punished.
I know. Money just gets sucked up. Like it's shocking. Like I can't even. I just can't. get my head around it, how money these days just does not go as far as it used to. Yeah, exactly, Baz.
Yeah.
The cost of living, and as we were saying, the UK is being hit the hardest in the
Yeah, it
West.
has been. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
wage growth. Yeah, it's even worse in the UK than it is anywhere
yeah,
else in the world.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly. A portion of chips can be over 5. That exactly. Like so for us, Caleb, it's like getting, chips from a
Chips,
portion of
yeah,
chips.
yeah, portion of yeah,
Five
and
five pound at a
that's not
time.
even a meal. That's not You're not even getting a
Not,
meal.
I
That's just
know,
like an appetizer or an aside.
I know, and it's depressing because it's like, eating out should not be like a once in a year treat. Like that's what people just have always done. And it's like, I think
Well,
they
I
want
think
us to, our living standards to get lower, and they want us to accept that. They don't want people to
well,
go back to how we were.
I think of like how we live now, and I'm just like, just because we're in the future, that doesn't mean like things are always improving. I
Yeah,
used to believe that
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
I always used to think, oh, we're in the future, things are
same,
getting better.
same. Yeah,
That could
yeah,
not be farther from the truth.
yeah. And I think, this is not even an opinion. I think, it shows on the record that the millennials were the first generation to regress financially compared to
Yeah,
their
have
parents.
less wealth than the
And
baby
Gen Z
boomers.
has gotten even worse. Like it's gone down again.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And yeah, and
you're
so like,
right.
and I don't think
Yeah.
Gen Alpha and Gen Beta are, because the problem is, it's like when baby boomers, people are like, oh, when baby boomers die, they're just going to transfer this wealth. No, I think the government will just
Of
tax
course, yeah,
and
exactly. They're gonna make sure that, like inheritance tax goes up. They're gonna
and
make sure,
or
yeah,
like how, or it'll just go into the healthcare system. Like
yeah,
baby boomers will
yeah,
just spend all the wealth. So it's like you don't even benefit from all this wealth that's been generated over the last 80
yeah.
years.
I know, I know. It's awful. Baz is saying, remember going to an ice cream van about 5 years ago. He wanted a fiver for one whippy, and they were about £1.50 when uh we were kids. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. That's right. Yeah, and
Wow, $5. I just went to the ice cream store. It's also like $5 for a scoop of ice cream at the ice cream shop.
really?
Yeah,
So, but
yeah,
then
in the
imagine the difference though in exchange rates. So
yeah,
our
because
£5 is, yeah,
yeah, because you're five. Oh my gosh, that would be like five. Oh my gosh, almost
I
like
think it'd be
six
at
probably. Yeah,
$7.
yeah, $6 or $7. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's this. So
yeah,
and I think the worst part is you guys also get paid less.
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
So it's like
yeah. And our rent is astronomically higher than, especially in
yeah,
London. It's higher
in
than
London,
pretty much
yeah.
all places in the world. And you should see the quality of UK houses.
Mm-mm. I think
I mean,
I would actually be devastated. I would be so devastated because
it's pretty sad to see because you're like, this country, I mean, it's not like, we're a developing nation. It's like, there is
it's a
it,
G7 nation. It's a
I
G7
know,
nation.
but the wealth is not circulated anymore. It's only, it's and
Hmm.
also, like, I think in the UK, like there are housing standards, right? But like,
Uh,
I don't know if they've been enforced, and then just one thing's led to another, and it's just, yeah. But it's
no, it's crazy. Like my sister was telling my mom yesterday or 2 days. My mom was just telling my mom recently how the average homeowner is 40 years old. Like if you want to
oh
buy a
yeah, you
house,
were telling me.
yeah, yeah, the first time home buyer in the United States, you have to be almost, so it's like, because I'm 26 right now, that means I wouldn't really be able to get a house for another 14
Yeah.
years.
And it's so disenfranchising for young people because you're like, you have to work so hard to get a house at 40. And by that time, you want to have started having kids, you want to be married. Uh, you've got to wait that long. But as I said, I don't know what's going on. I do think,
Yeah.
I think some of it's intentional. I don't know
I
why they're doing this.
Yeah, I also do think that some of this can't just be to bad management. I do think
Yeah.
that, because the thing is, my thing is, it's like it's just all the things that are going on either benefit the government or just banks, like just
Yeah.
banks or the
Yeah.
healthcare system,
Yeah.
which is really
Exactly.
just an extension of the government, the healthcare
Yeah,
system.
yeah. And I was thinking of something the other day. I was like, if you're a patient and you've got any kind of condition, um, whatever condition that might be, I won't name any specific
Yeah.
ones, but like I was thinking the other day, like, isn't it weird how like whole like companies and institutions are built around treating people that actually never really get treated. Okay, they might dish out medication, but like, let's just say like in the UK, like our NHS is like, it started off as an amazing thing, but it's really struggling now. And like I was just thinking, like you might be a person waiting for therapy for like 3 years on the waiting list. So that's not a joke. That's realistic, right?
Wow, there's actually for mental health services, there's a wait list.
Three, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't I didn't I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a
Yeah,
wait
yeah,
list.
yeah. I've heard from people who've waited for like 3 years, 2 years to get a therapy. Yeah. And all the while, people are getting paid for admin, for, screening you, and, just taking notes, and no one's actually getting treated. So it's like a whole, yeah, what they've
So
done
even
is,
even if you're not getting the services, you're still having to pay like
yeah,
administrators trying to schedule. No, it's so
or
and
the,
that's
and
so
in the case of the NHS,
or the
someone's paying,
government.
the
Yeah, you're
government is
paying the
paying.
yeah, because you want to receive a service. Yeah, even if
Yeah, but no
okay,
one's
now I
actually
get that.
getting treated. It's like, it's so weird how it's like there's just industries that exist which are not actually helping people, but they get paid to just exist. And I was like, this is where it's all gone wrong. I think we really need to
And
look at like, yeah,
I'm not I'm not advertising or promoting or saying like there needs to be a revolution or there needs to be some kind
yeah,
of radical change. But I'm like, but this sows the seeds of discord. Like this is what's like this would because I think some people you see, I don't know what exactly like is a catalyst for like exactly change, but it's just when you see these large inefficiencies, I just wonder how long you can just keep this up before something's got to give.
I think you're right. And I don't it sometimes it's like one small thing that might trigger lots of other things. But like you're absolutely right. Like if humans are not getting their needs met, I
Hmm.
think it starts to people will naturally just look for I don't know if the word's equality, but they will look for a
Yeah,
better,
I know. They look for a solution. They
yeah,
look for
exactly, a solution. And that Baz
because
is
Baz is no,
absolutely
yeah,
right.
exactly. Because
Yeah.
and then for us, it was Social Security in the United States, Social Security payments.
Oh
It's like
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
where it's like yeah, where people could like take out Social Security and receive payments. That could handle like in 80 years ago when the United States was significantly smaller.
Yeah.
It was so much easier, but now it's like with the way the birth rates are and the way the economy is structured. I was actually just looking just a few days ago. There are less people in the workforce in 2026 than there were in 2000.
Wow.
Even though the population's grown, there's less people in the workforce.
But I think, isn't it as well, there are less jobs now than ever before. Like
Yeah,
it's
but I also think, I think also, I think there's a lot of work being done that's not being counted.
oh yeah, like cash in hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like cash, or
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
cash in
true.
hand, or I guess you call
Yeah.
what you call cash in hand, we call it under the table.
Yes, yeah.
I
That's another
love that.
Britishism. It's
Yeah,
like
the
cash
British
in
is
hand. Yeah.
cash in hand, yeah, under the table where, yeah, where I
That's what
think
I
there,
say in the UK. Like the statistics don't reflect the reality. Like there are so many people working cash in hand. It's crazy. But yeah, you just can't document that. I mean, I think that's why they pushed for every that like here in the UK, like so many places don't accept cash anymore. So it's like
wow,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
so
And I think that
interesting.
was one way they tried to like make sure people have to use digital currency to like,
But
you
is
know,
it, do you need to be a, mind you, do you need to be a citizen to have a bank account? Do you need to be a,
yes, they did that too. Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, they
Because
did
the
that
United
as
States,
well.
anyone can get a bank account in the United States.
Really?
Yeah, like my aunt had, like my aunt, like my aunt will come visit and she'll like put money in an American bank. Like she'll
Oh
just go,
wow.
yeah,
Wow,
you can,
that's
anyone,
interesting.
yeah, anyone can have a bank account in the United States.
Well, I think that's the thing about America though, isn't it? I feel like it's a money first country. Money first, ask
Yeah,
questions later.
yes,
That's
yes.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
especially like, oh my gosh, especially Bank of America. Bank of
Mm,
America. I can't tell you how many people are depositing cash. I'm not saying like depositing cash makes you suspect, but if you go to I go to sometimes some neighborhoods that are more Hispanic and that are more known to like doing jobs that only accept cash.
yeah,
I see them at the bank. I see
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah, yeah. But like when we have these chats, I always feel like the world around us is quite doom and gloom in some way, but
It is and it isn't. I don't
yeah,
know.
the thing I always notice about life is that, yeah, it's things are not great out there, but at least us as humans and people, we still have each other. And I think that's the most important thing.
Oh, and I think Ellie also, this is where I believe in the power of myth.
Oh, I thought you said men for a second. I
No,
was
no,
like,
no, no,
okay.
no. Men
I
can,
was like, okay,
they
fair
can
enough.
pop,
Yeah, the
they
power of
can pop.
men.
No, no, the power of myth though, like
Myth.
myth.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I was
yeah,
saying myth. No, because I think that's what myth is for, is it's like whenever things feel hopeless, you can believe in
absolutely,
something that is mysterious, that is
absolutely.
unexplainable, and
It
can get you out.
transcends.
It
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, yeah. I completely agree with you. And as they say, without hope, nothing left. If we don't have hope, that's it. It's over.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Because
no, I
I
completely agree.
because I've been reading a whole lot of myths recently. And if you look at the context of what's going on, it's like there was a war going on, there was a famine going on, a
Yeah,
dictator was like ruling, and yet people are telling each other these stories about these heroic people
yeah,
against overwhelming odds, making,
yeah,
finding a way to
yeah.
live.
Yeah, and I think there are kernels of truth in all these stories. One of them is that it's never truly the end. There's always life
No,
continues. I
exactly.
truly
No,
believe that. I
I
think
truly
life
believe
goes
that
on.
too.
Yeah,
I
life
think
goes
by
on.
like I think that life is a cycle. Like I
Yeah,
really do. Where it's
yeah,
like, and I think in order to have good times relative to what? Good is relative.
yeah, 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 exactly. Exactly. Those are human labels, right? Good, bad. Those things,
Hmm.
they don't exist out there. I guess you could only say as like the closest people have tried to come up with, which is a bit objective, is like something that enhances well-being and reduces suffering. But good and bad, that they're just labels. Like things just
Exactly.
as they are what they are. Like, and in a way it's quite freeing because you're like, nothing is truly bad. There's okay, things can cause suffering, but it's never an absolute. It's never the total picture of the situation. Things can always change.
No, exactly. I completely agree because I think that I think that you kind of need to remember, like, you kind of need to remember your history in order to look forward to the future. Because, yes, when I hear about the NHS, when I think of the United States, when I think of the state of the West, when I think of all these things, there are some causes for concern. But I think also these discussions we're having are kind of what plant seeds of hope for the future.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah, and I think, look, and if humans don't make it, well,
I
we
mean,
did it to ourselves.
and
you know,
the sun's gonna explode in a billion years anyway. So
my thoughts on everything. I think there might be things
yeah,
out there,
yeah,
other civilizations that might
yeah,
be better than us, and
exactly.
I just
And
think,
yeah,
yeah.
Ellie, we've been doing this for a couple of hours, and maybe
Yeah, I was gonna
no,
say,
yeah,
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 it's 11
no,
o'clock here,
yeah,
so
it's
yeah.
5 o'clock my time. But
Oh,
no, oh
okay,
my
yeah,
gosh, I can't
yeah.
like, please, Nan, you've kind of but please come back, please come, please,
I think we definitely got to do this again, and I think
yeah,
next time, because I've seen like Jason and Baz, and I just
yeah,
honestly seeing these guys just made me so happy. I was like, oh man,
yeah,
obviously I haven't been on my channel for a while, but
yeah,
I will put out some sort of post saying what I
yeah,
think.
of course.
Yeah, we can maybe do. I think this
Yeah,
was great. I think
I'll message you. I can message you, and we can figure something out.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I
Like,
might,
this was
and I
great.
might,
Like I had a lot
yeah,
of
because
fun.
and for the people that came for me, because this is my channel, so you have to only
Yeah,
come
of
for me, huh?
course. Yeah, no,
No,
this
that's
is
a
your
joke.
turf, man. Like,
No,
yeah.
but no. Actually, I'll try to invite you as a collaborator.
Yes,
I
let me
know.
try and fix that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
look,
I'll
Baz
try to invite
didn't
you
do
as.
another live. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
it
no,
was,
exactly. Yeah, I
yeah.
might do some solo lives with just me. I might,
Do it.
I might.
I'll be
Exactly,
there.
but no.
I'll be there cheering you on in the comment
Exact
section.
like and likewise, it's like what is it called? This is something I'm trying to figure out in real time too. Like I'm trying to
I
figure.
think you did great. I think you really carried this well,
Yeah.
and I think you definitely do
No,
it again.
thank you so much because I think my thing is the fact that I was expecting zero people. So the fact that three people No, I'm very grateful. I'm so grateful for the
It's
three
great
people.
for your first live ever, right? Like, because you've
Yeah,
never done it
exactly.
before.
Never
I think
done
it's a
this
great
before.
start. I really do.
No, it's
Yeah.
because some people live stream and they get like on Twitch, they get 0 views for hours.
Yeah. Yeah. I
The
mean,
fact that I
it's
got 3 concurrent views, that's
yeah. Yeah. And I think as well, like if you make like yeah, with the thumbnail, you can like do a like maybe put some thumbnail or something.
yeah, I'll try to figure
It's one, or
something
I mean,
out.
you don't
Yeah.
have to. I'm just saying, like, if because
Yeah.
I knew you said it was just mountains or something.
Yeah, it was
It
just mount. It was like mount. So I was like,
was
okay,
just yeah, it was
yeah.
random,
So,
but yeah,
but
yeah.
no,
But thank you
no,
so much. Thank you
yeah,
for
thank
having
you.
me on your channel on this live.
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
really, really honored that I was on your first live. So
Oh
thank you
my
so much.
gosh, please, yes,
Thank
no,
you.
and no, it's always it's an open invite, so you're always, always, always welcome to like go live with
Thank
me. So
you.
don't think,
And the other and Baz and Jason, like lovely to
yeah,
see you.
lovely to see. Yeah,
Anytime like we're live, like come along. It's like,
go, yeah, no, because
yeah.
I'm very chilled. I'm not like I don't really have the most agendas. Maybe I might be a little organized, like I might like say, hey, let's read this article or watch a TikTok, but
Well, like let's see where it goes. It's whatever
exactly.
you feel like,
Because I
see where
said
it
things I
takes you.
wasn't like, but I really just enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah, so did I. It was really like cathartic to kind of
Hmm.
just talk about whatever we felt like and kind of just I guess as
Yeah,
well like set the tone so you can kind of
exactly.
see
So that,
like
yeah, that,
yeah in
yeah,
future
because
like
I have an
yeah.
idea of now what live streams are kind of like and kind of what I,
Yeah, yeah. And like you said, they're actually a lot of fun. Like they are a lot of
no, there are a
fun.
lot, there are a lot of fun,
Yeah,
and they're so
so
easy to do. You just, you just tap a few buttons and then,
they are, you know what, they're actually on one hand, I used to find them easier than like sitting down and recording. But
hmm,
the only thing was like with my lives was then sometimes we'd get like the like strange things would just happen
yeah,
you
I
couldn't
think
predict.
just like how earlier there were some comments that were happening in the chat where it's like, oh,
Or the
that's a little,
glove guy.
yeah, yeah,
I
that was a
mean,
bit,
like, if that's his thing, good for
yeah,
you,
and
maybe.
I
There's not really the space for it, like, you know.
yeah, that's not the space because we're really just trying to explore ideas. I'm not trying to push an agenda of any kind of thing.
Yeah, but I feel like that was just like, you know, this is not the time and place for it. And I think he
Mm.
did the right thing by removing him because it was
Well,
just a
and
bit
it's
of a
funny.
distraction.
I just put him in timeout. I didn't
Oh,
even
you
remove.
did?
Yeah, I
Okay,
didn't even
okay,
remove
yeah,
it. I guess he
yeah.
just decided to, leave after that. I was like, oh,
Well,
because
he
my
realized that we're not going to go put on some gloves in the end, so I think he
why
just
does that
got.
sound like an innuendo? Why does that sound so inappro? Gotta
You
go
know,
put on
it's
some
that's
gloves.
what I was thinking. It does feel a bit like he was so adamant, like put on some
Yeah, I'm
gloves,
like put on some gloves. I'm like, because I'm gonna be honest. I did not foresee anyone asking me to put on a glove. I did not.
I know, and it's kind of like the vibes it was kind of given. That's why I said, like,
I'm like,
I
is
don't
this
know
an
if this is the
innuendo? Is
right
there,
place. Like,
yeah,
I'm sure you can find those spaces online, but
yeah.
this really
This is
isn't the
a
space.
family friendly, except
Yeah,
for when we,
I know.
except for Islam, except when we talk about Islam. This is a
Oh
family
yeah,
friendly.
yeah, we do.
Yeah, this is a
Disclaimer: we
family.
do talk
We
about
talk
something
about
like
Islam.
one of the most
Yeah,
controversial things, but aside from
but
that,
other
yeah,
than that, it's family. Like it's like bring your kids, put it on your
yeah.
TV, put on some popcorn.
Eddie Murphy might turn up.
Yeah, yeah, exact. Eddie Murphy might turn on, but no, don't like. It's
Oh,
very yeah, no, but no,
yeah.
I think I will definitely link Ellie's stuff. I will somehow I'll figure it out. I'm a
Yeah,
tech
I'll
guy. I'll
do a
figure out how to
post as
tech.
well. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do a post and I'll try and fix
I'll
my
do a
collab
post
thing.
too. Yeah, I'll do a
Yeah,
post.
and Daz is saying only the finest silk gloves would be
Oh,
acceptable.
exactamente, exact.
And
You
you
know
know
what?
what, though, Baz, as you know right now, we're having a heat wave in the UK. So this, you know, gloves and that's kind of winter weather, right? Like
Oh my
that's
gosh,
yeah.
gloves. No, that's actually, if anything, that's like a tort. Like that's if you're like a convicted felon, you make them wear gloves in this kind of weather.
Yeah, I would be sweating. I'm already sweating, but that would just send my body. I would be boiling hot. Like, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, no, it
But
was
yeah,
really
no, I'm
great.
gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll like end the stream here, and then I will.
Mhm.
I think I'll upload to YouTube, and then we can go from
I
there.
think it'll automatically be on your channel in the live section now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me end the stream. But thank you guys. Thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you
Sorry.
guys. And
No.
yeah, lovely
Yes.
seeing
Of
you all
course.
again.
Oh
And
my
thank you
gosh.
so much for
Yeah.
letting me
Thank.
host with you, Caleb.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. The pleasure. The honor is mine. So
Yeah, no, it's been
yeah.
wonderful. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
All
let's
right,
see.
guys. Well, yeah. Speak soon again,
Yeah,
and thank
speak
you so
soon.
much.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Bye.
Okay.